But I'll still be here, of course.
Yeah. Well, right now we're starting the music though. Oh, you guys not hear the audio?
Alright. I cannot. But
Oh,
I
you
am
guys.
not also not watching the live, so
Oh, there's no live.
what am I to
It's
say?
recording.
I know, that's why I said, because you got the little live stream thing going on Discord at least.
Yeah. So,
So,
first
I'm
off,
just
we are
gonna.
now at Gen 4. Sinnoh.
Yep. Sinnoh.
So, shall we begin? Oh, first things first, I should probably mention though, I did get some information on Love Disc. Someone I know actually mentioned they actually used a Love Disc in a competitive battle that actually gave him the ability to actually win against like a Rayquaza in Pokemon Showdown. Honestly,
What?
I'm not into competitive Pokemon in general, but it was just one of those kind of funny things that kind of just like caught me off guard. So for that fact alone, I'm gonna increase Love Disc up to the middle of probably the middle upward of D plus. It's still a Pokemon I don't really care for. Design wise, it's kind of weak, and I still kind of think it should have been the evolution to a Alola. But honestly, it is not like the Dreadful 4.
With the thing with competitive Pokemon is just you can beat every Pokemon with every Pokemon. It depends on who the trainer is.
Yes.
Because I have seen so many people beat teams of legendaries with just a Bidoof.
That's honestly why people always say the Bidoof is the god Pokemon. Even though Bidoof is kind of just, well...
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, you know that... Oh yeah, that one... You know that one show? Pokemon Rusty, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they treat Bidoof as a god.
Oh, the funny
Okay, so
thing
I guess,
is...
are you guys ready to get started with the starters, though?
Yeah, we
Okay, well,
have...
starting off with Turtwig. The grass type
I'm gonna be honest.
Turtwig is my third favorite grass type. No, fourth favorite.
I'm putting Turtwig in A tier.
Okay,
Superior
this is actually a bit tricky though, because Turtwig, honestly, in also well as actually Grotto and in Torterra, because the entire line, I think the best appearance of Torterra is in Detective Pikachu, with the gigantic continental one. But otherwise, I would say Turtwig as a whole, the Turtwig line as a whole for me, is not one of my favorite grass type stars. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think if I remember correctly though, Mel, and tell me if I'm actually writing this. Did I ever mention that Turtwig was my least favorite of the grass type starters?
I believe you did. I believe you did.
Why?
It's been a while since.
It was back when I played Sonic Frontiers, right?
Oh wait, I think you did actually.
Did I ever actually share that sort of screen thing?
I don't think you did show that screen thing.
No, I think I did. I did a little calculation thing. I did. It was a while.
Yeah, that's right. We had that calculation.
It was a while back in our little group thing.
Yeah, with. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is in there. If it's been a while since I've been on there, I don't remember too much.
Thing with the Turtwig line for me is I find it sad how they were fucked up by the
anime. Honestly, the image in question, that was probably however long ago it was.
Yep.
Turtwig's last real win was against the second gym.
So yeah, Turtwig
was the last time as Turtwig was important in the anime.
Yeah.
So yeah, Turtwig gets A tier because of the anime. The other evolution lines get B tier. Well, its last evolution, I'm giving it B tier because of its performance in the Detective Pikachu movie.
Yeah.
The thing is just...
Otherwise...
I like Turtwig, but it's for me the worst of the three starters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend actually who has actually used you know, Turtwig though, and it actually was his starter though.
Yep.
Ah,
Like,
here I
really,
found
so
it. It was me.
or not.
No way, no, it was not. Turtwig was not my least favorite. I wrote this down a little bit a while back. I did a little Google Doc thing, all the way back from September.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all the way back in September though. Here's what it was. I don't know if I still have it though or not, but it was always back at certain Pokemon are like favorite and least favorite. I was actually just researching all of our Pokemon in question for mainly at the time the 5-6 of us. And well, my least favorite grass type starter actually was Hisuian Decidueye, which obviously you'll understand my reasoning for that one. So actually, Turtwig was not my least favorite grass starter. It's not
To
Turtwig.
me, it's just. To me, it's Chikorita.
But I still don't care for Turtwig in general. So I don't.
Turtwig is for me in the middle
granted,
of this
for me,
grass,
Sinnoh and Gen 4 is actually literally. I used to say it if you think about it. It's actually the second region for a third region for a Pokemon game where I generally will always pick the same starter every single time. The other ones being Johto and actually possibly even Alola. I don't know. Well, here's the thing. Usually always in certain Pokemon regions they'll always have at least 1 or 2 stars I actually will like to play as. This is one of the few regions in particular though actually that I definitely would praise the one starter over the other two. So honestly, for this factor alone, I think Torterra deserves somewhere in C-. Grotto, maybe D+, and Turtwig, maybe somewhere in C-. I think honestly, the Turtwig line is just not that great.
Another problem I had a bit with Turtwig was it was just Bulbasaur 2.0 in the anime.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, think about
let's
it.
just say, like, the moment Ash evolved it in the anime,
It
like
lost
from his
everything.
Turtwig, it didn't become that
Honestly,
great.
it really stinks that Torterra actually got downgraded.
No.
The only win
I would say if
think it
anything,
had
Torterra might be
after
Ash's
that.
worst grass type. Like
I think the only win-
I think Leavanny has more wins than Torterra.
I think the only win Turtwig has after evolving is against Candace's
Yeah.
Medicham.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Torterra has the
Hey, not
quote-unquote
Medicham.
grass ground quad weakness to ice, right?
Yeah, but then it was still a Grotto. It evolved in the Team Rocket thing during the Volkner episode.
Yeah, that's crazy.
First encounter with Volkner.
Yeah. And one thing I would definitely give credit for Torterra though is Paul's Torterra being actually a bit of a menacing threat. You know,
Also,
Paul definitely made Torterra definitely a threat. Like Ash's Torterra was an absolute fucking joke, but Paul's like real shit was going down when he brought Torterra out.
It had a good fight against Berta's Hippowdon and else. It had no good fights really. It got destroyed by Drapion, it got destroyed by Electivire. Else was nothing.
Well, ready for the fire type starter? You want once
Yeah.
do the fan favorite? The Chimchar line?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Here's the thing, just as like before, I don't care. I'm not a big fan of Chimchar line in general. I've always gone
Okay.
with the other certain starter line in question for personal reasons, though.
Okay, now
However-
Infernape, get your ass in S tier, Infernape.
I think Infernape honestly deserves definitely deserves A
It deserves
tier.
the
It
praise.
deserves A tier, middle of A tier for me, or middle or bottom of the A tier for me.
Like,
A
because like
reason,
it went too.
reason why is because the anime honestly made Infernape
seriously.
actually really good.
It went through so much in the end.
The relationship with Paul, Ash, and Chimchar is just so good. The
I do think Chimchar and Inferno are kind of alright, or
Don't
mid,
like
which is why I put them in
Monferno.
C. But I think Infernape's where it really kind of blows in popularity, being really good.
I don't like Monferno just because it's, again, such a weird looking middle
If you
evolution.
think about it, it's better than Combuskin.
Yeah, I
Right.
know Kobasuke is a dick, we know it, blah blah blah.
No, well here's the thing. With Monferno and Infernape, this is actually probably another firefighting starter combination, and obviously we know for a fact that eventually that becomes, well, stale, right?
Yep. In fact,
However,
there's one awesome scene with
despite that fact alone, I don't see that really being as much of a problem, because if you think about it though,
With
Blaziken as
it
well as
at least
Infernape became very
fits.
popular. And actually, honestly, I would say if they had actually made Infernape the starter instead of, well, the one we got for Legends CA, sure.
But me, the problem with the firefighting starters is really now is Infernape is the only one that really is a fighting type. Blaziken
I mean,
should have been flying and Ambrose should have been ground.
yeah, you remember in the anime during the Sinnoh League that fight with Paul? You remember that one awesome scene with Infernape? Would unlock his true power. Like, honestly, that was awesome.
Ash vs. Faulkner was such amazing fight.
I know, that was
Because-
such awesome.
Just Infinite just beat the crap out of Dalton and Luxray.
I know. I
I
love
think
that. Like,
Gold is the way.
yeah, Gold. You remember that?
No, I think Gold
Gold.
Mike is gone. Something.
Yes. Give it
Like
a
I said,
sec.
Johto and Sinnoh for me have some of the most memorable episodes in the anime.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like for example, as Dawn's Breezer, it was just built for battles, so it makes sense that the two traded them.
Yeah.
Another example for it is Ash's Larvitar.
Yep.
It was just there for a few episodes, but we still
Oh God.
loved it.
Wait, why is he putting? Why is he step up
We
line?
don't hear
Oh,
you.
hold on. Gold, we can't hear you. Hold on. You just make it. You just wait too. Oh, why?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, for some reason my headset just went down again. Okay, so first off, we're now going to Piplup now. Obviously,
Yeah.
Piplup Line for me, if you've seen what I've rated so far,
Your-
I've instantly
yeah,
rated
your
all
favorite.
3 up really high. Yes, this is one of the first stars I ever actually chose officially. Yes, although I did choose Turtwig because someone actually let me borrow their game match to kind of choose the Pokemon. In reality, I did not want to choose Turtwig when I got Pokemon Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, and I chose Piplup. The anime helped out greatly because honestly, I loved Dawn's Piplup so much. Like, it was hilarious. Now, one episode I remember, and remember if you remember in particular, is the episode in question where Dawn, Barry, and Kenny had their Piplup line together, and we had a Piplup. It was the episode where Dawn's Piplup was gonna evolve, and Piplup was like, "I don't want to evolve," right?
Yeah.
And then Team Rocket builds a giant Piplup mech to try to kidnap Piplup and Primplup and Empoleon. And it's like, it was so random and funny that I actually remember and enjoyed it. It's one of the episodes I definitely enjoyed.
I gotta rewatch that episode.
All that
What was even funnier though was the fact that literally, I think if you think about it, it is one of the only episodes in the entirety of the Pokemon anime, if you really think about it, where except for one episode in the Kanto anime, we got to see all 3 starter evolution lines to get. No, wait, no, second time because also
last place and Venusaur had both episodes.
Bulbasaur and Squirtle had moments where all 3 of their starters appeared.
Yeah.
All 3 of their starter evolution line appeared in one episode after the other. I don't remember where Squirtle was. It might have been sometime in Johto or maybe.
No,
like that.
Squirtle was after Slipper Island and in the Orange Islands.
Yeah,
and
it was
in
like a
Johto.
Squirrel
We had
Squad like
3
fire
episodes.
rescue thing that they did, and that was what they did in particular. Same goes with. Same goes actually with Kanto with the Bulbasaur thing. No other starters ever gotten all 3 evolution lines together in one part. Like like Turtwig, Grotto, Torterra. That is just kind of a mind-blowing thing if you think about it. Plus, Dawn's Piplup actually was probably one of the funniest Pokemon in the anime for me at the time.
It's bitching with
Especially
afterwards
with the
was funny.
with
it doesn't have-
another Pokemon that we'll get to much later on. That honestly, I swear, I don't think really need to describe much about it, but you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Ashworth.
But yeah,
was
back
so
on Pip.
funny.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Piplup in the anime does have iconic moments. And the fact that
I mean, literally, you know what's really funny? I typed in that Pokemon in question, and guess what? The second search engine showed up for it.
oh really?
Let me show you. Ready?
Yes.
Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Take a look.
No. Yeah.
Look at the second entry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Gibble, you drink or meteor.
Like
Whoa!
in general, like in general, like it is. I'm not gonna.
This is so.
In general, it is actually kind
ever.
of. I mean, in general, I'm not gonna do anything much about it, but I'm not showing the audio because I don't want to get spoiled or anything for reasons. And then
You drink or meteor. What this? What this? This became a running gag.
Yeah.
like, granted, John's like, what the fuck, Ash? But the fact of the
I don't-
matter is, the fact that the Draco Meteor just.
Yeah,
And Piplup being like, right there. It was at this moment, Piplup knew it fucked up.
I mean, after that, it became. I mean, because Gold, you know, this is iconic gag in this.
I know.
Diamond and Pearl.
It is one of the. It is like, look at Piplup's face right there.
Look at his face.
It's a face that knew that it was screwed. And the other Piplup is like it's the fake Piplup. I forget what it was. It might have been a Ditto or it was
It was a Ditto.
But it's even funny though.
It
The other people
was
was like,
good.
"Oh shit!" People realize what's going on.
Yeah,
Look
I've
at
actually watched this
Pikachu's
episode
It's
and
honestly peak comedy. Like
But look at
Ash's
Togekiss,
gibble
Gibble
was
and
the
Pikachu.
also. There's other funny
Uh.
moments with the Piplup thing.
oh yeah,
Do you remember cave? Do you remember the one in the cave though? Oh yeah,
I
the first time.
remember
Oh, first
Oh,
time
yeah.
meteor.
with
Oh
Piplup
yeah. Oh
and,
wait. Here it is.
Pistachio.
Here it is. Right. Ready? How do we find?
I know how to
Piplup?
find it. I know how to find Piplup.
Ready?
What's this? You drink a meteor!
Here's the funny part. Anything though, and then
What?
Wait.
Wait.
right there.
Found it!
I mean, found him.
I mean, oh wait, hold on. There's actually another one in the anime. Gold, you remember the one where Piplup had enough of the drink on meteor?
Over Togekiss.
No, seriously. No.
Punch
It's where
the
Piplup got so fed up with it.
Where Togekiss
Oh,
punched
and
the
there's also one. Oh wait, people drinking mirrors. Piplup.
Oh wait,
several
yeah,
times.
no, it's this one. This is the one.
Okay.
Watch.
But the funny thing is just you have it on.
No, I mean the fact that he literally did that. People did it so many times. Oh wait, so it's going so slow. Shit. Sorry. Oh, crap.
But the funny thing is just it always says
This is
Piplup.
just chilling. Just-
I'm sorry, Piplup. I didn't know you were there. Let's use it again.
Really, Ash was hungry. Was the best moment.
Poor Piplup. Poor Piplup.
That's like the
Wait,
most funniest
Then
moment.
go text Piplup. Diamond Pearl.
But for me,
Like, I swear, it is just that funny. Like you have to admit,
I know.
The
and
best rivalry
definitely,
was not
and also as an added bonus though,
with
the bond between Piplup and Oshawott and their funny rivalry,
exactly.
which when we get to Oshawott later on, we'll find out much sure. It was
That's
hilarious, hilarious.
Yes, it was.
The fighting over Milwaukee was funny.
But yes, next up is finally get to actually the actual first bird Pokemon.
Your bird! Your
Oh, yeah.
bird!
Gold.
Honestly, we all know
Yeah, we all know
Raptor
Gold's
goes
opinion.
into S tier, S plus tier.
He's gonna tell you why. He's gonna go on a full
Personally-
story on why he likes this bird.
Actually, you know what? I don't know how to do that. I'll actually type in the episode in question. Here's the episode in
I'm
question.
not a fan of most of Ash's
Pokemon
birds,
DP. I think
Galactic
Galactic Battles.
Swallow, and Nightbird are just best
I was
ones.
like, oh, that can you quiet from what? Remember the episode? Staravia evolves into Staraptor.
Yeah, against
Right, yeah.
Pulse.
Here,
Uh,
this is actually kind of why I honestly think Staraptor is the badass. Okay, obviously, right here,
Watch this.
boom.
Watch.
it was the only
Right
win
there.
Ash
Yeah,
had
the evolution.
outside of the league.
Like obviously, this is very similar to how like Talon Swallow went from a Tailo, right? And the first part, I've already seen Staraptor before, but then the next part after this, right? Staraptor, Pokeringer, because I believe actually you get 1 point, right? See, obviously Pokemon talked, blah blah, doesn't matter. The boom's
Oh, hey, I watched it.
it doesn't matter. Then here at the very end, boom. Here's the most badass part of the whole thing.
Winning with close combat.
Close combat right there, just kicking the Honchkro's ass.
I still
And
ask
then bitch
myself,
slap.
how does
And then that
the
bitch slap right there.
learn close combat?
Both going for the ring, and then finally, I believe actually Staraptor does a pretty much badass move, dodging Brave Bird.
Again,
Use Brave Bird! What?
Brave Bird was a sky attack.
The ring going flying. Staraptor going for a badass move.
Oh,
Yes.
The paint,
Raptor, bitch
I have
slap it.
nothing.
Boom.
Bitch slap it!
Max it.
I would
Like,
say the
that's
Raptor
better than
is
how it happened to Swallow,
probably
though, if you think about it. Like, that... And sure, Staraptor win a couple battles, though. Staraptor didn't win a lot of battles, though. But honestly, I think for me, that moment right there settled it for Staraptor. And I don't think any other... I think Staraptor is one of the few Pokemon in question that I wanted to get a plush of him. And I wanted him, like badly. And honestly, he became sort of a fan favorite.
Shit, wait, is there even a
For
Pokemon
me-
Staraptor plush?
Yes, there is. I actually have it.
for me.
I showed
It's
you a picture of it. It's a small one.
Oh, yeah.
It's a sitting cutie one.
Oh, yeah, that
There's a Pokemon. But a larger one, like my Garantina plush. No, there isn't one. In fact, honestly, I would
but
say
for
actually,
me,
if I could actually find one, even actually make Monster Raptor plush, like I would want to do for Garantina, I definitely would do so.
But for
But
me, the thing is with
as for the Evolution line, Starly and Staravia, honestly, the way I see it, its only weakness for Staraptor in question is its ability. It's the only thing that actually is kind of its weakest part. That's the only thing that should be
Intimidate is still
But overall, I'll
extremely
definitely put
good.
Starly and Staravia in high A tier, you know? But Staraptor, honestly, for me, is a sell down. Like, honestly, if you really think about it, all three Pokemon I've used in my original Sinnoh team are actually A+ or higher. That being Empoleon, Staraptor, and Houndoom. Now,
Yeah.
But
Funny
for
enough.
me,
no,
No,
would
this is-
you be willing to see actually a Pokemon Platinum run that literally almost recreates my run where I only had those three Pokemon, along with randomly giving myself 999 Master Balls just for the sheer hell of it, and doing the exact same thing I did when the first time I found out I had 999 Master Balls, for absolutely no reason at all.
but for me, it's I like the Raptor, but for me, Swallow's moment where he flew into the hurricane was more badass. But I love also the Raptor.
Okay.
Actually, what's really funny though,
Just-
Staraptor actually has actually been in competitive Pokemon as well. In fact, it's actually been on actually some pretty strong teams.
Okay, that may be your favorite. Well, actually, my favorite time. I know it's when actually Starly evolved into Staravia.
For me, still as most badass bird evolution is
Yep.
Noibat into Noivern against
No,
fucking Zapdos.
And it's so funny because like when I caught a Staraptor, I actually named it after you, Gold.
In fact, though, I would say Staraptor is actually the one of the that episode with the Pokeringer is the first Pokemon episode I ever actually watched, which is actually why Staraptor is such a personal favorite of mine.
Wait, you didn't start with
No, I didn't start with Kanto. I started literally in the middle of Sinnoh, near the end of it. And that was the first episode I ever saw.
I
First
started
Pokemon
with
episode I ever saw was that episode with the
first
Pokeringer I showed you.
episode.
And granted, when I saw that, it hit hard. Like, you wouldn't get into Pokemon at the time, and plus, I barely knew about Pokemon in general though. So honestly, seeing a Pokemon like that, seeing how badass it is, wondering where I can get one, only then find out that literally it's the very first bird you catch in the game that actually ends up evolving to a Staraptor. Well, hell yeah, I was gonna do that. Granted, it does also mean that literally when I play Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, I have probably the worst team possible though, because I literally have two Pokemon that are weak to electric types. But who cares? I got fucking Staraptor, and I also like Empoleon, like the Piplup as well. And then
But for me,
Houndoom.
it's funny how as both of Ash's Kalos birds evolved against legendaries.
I know, like Ash has like some of the best like bird Pokemon.
We don't talk about
I say
Pidgeot.
some. I say some best.
We don't talk about Pidgeot.
Like at first,
I'm sorry.
I forgot about Pidgeot.
no, in person there's even worse than Pidgeots.
No, I'm not saying. I was joking with the Pidgeot thing. Well,
Yeah.
next up is actually the Bidoof line.
Bidoof. The
Okay,
Pokemon that
first off,
That's
Bidoof
basically
is,
God.
Bidoof is definitely a meme in its own right. However,
Bidoof is the biggest meme that exists.
I have never used a Bidoof at all. Never had any reason to using it. Granted, I don't think Bidoof is really that great because, first off, the reason why Bidoof is really only reason why Bidoof is actually good is because for one, it's an HM mule, and two,
Let's call
because of
it
the
by
fact
its
that I
real
chose Piplup as my
name.
starter,
It's
having
Slave.
a Barrel on my team with a Piplup is completely pointless. You know?
Mhm.
I mean, at what point is it necessary for me to have a having an Empoleon and a Barrel on my team? There's no point. It's completely pointless.
I'm actually about to use one because of Mono Water run I want to do in Fire Ash.
Overall,
have to use
I'll probably just put them both in C plus
different
because I don't.
team
I
for
think overall,
every
I think overall,
for
probably
every
just,
region.
I think overall, I'll probably just put both in C plus because
Yeah,
yeah.
C for me. But I don't have C plus, B plus, B minus. But C is for me the same.
Well, I do because I wanted to organize it much better in question
Yeah,
because there's no
I
Pokemon honestly
understand it,
like.
but as I would have 60 million tiers like that.
Oh no, I only went plus and minus for the base tiers. Nothing else lower
But
than
I
that.
have F, E, D, C, B, A, S plus, S plus plus, and then Flygon, then under F, Drildon and Trashbin tier.
Well, next up is Cricket and Cricketune.
Megatuna is just known for its
Sound.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'll probably put Cricketune in middle of B tier, B plus tier because of the whole sound. But Cricket is kind of just C in the middle. You know,
Mm.
it's in the middle there.
Now comes, yeah, for me too. Now comes the second favorite mono electric type.
Okay, you know what?
Shinx
Just
line.
behind electric.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, by the way, Mel, Shinx use
What?
Intimidate.
Like I said,
Okay. Okay.
Luxray and its line is
All right, Shanks, you get S tier because well, come on.
Clement.
I still like electric
Hey,
more.
yeah, Clement. Like I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like his like his Shanks. Well,
Ah,
because you know he had one, right?
Intimidate.
Hold on.
imagine like Primal Groudon against Shinx, and then Shinx with
Look how terrified it looks.
Tyranitar.
Rah!
Fear me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, what's wrong, Garantina?
Shinx
Oh,
Intimidate.
oh, the best thing is
I've heard
in
no man. But
is meme.
but thing.
Wait, I have
Shinx
to tell you.
Intimidate. It scares me. It's an exception.
I said,
We fear nothing. Thank you, Intimidate.
Shinx
This thing is to be feared.
just in general, Shinx honestly deserves that sort of that hilarity of that.
wait,
But honestly, for me, it makes it puts in a very B tier. As for Luxio, Not really as funny though, so B minus. Luxray, I do actually like. I've never used one in battle, so I'll put it in B plus.
Because we all know Clement's like Luxray. It's pretty amazing, in my
I
opinion.
barely saw much of the. I mean, anime, though. The X and Y anime. I actually, literally, X and Y anime is one of those animes I'm not sure I actually just skipped through multiple ones.
Oh,
Wait,
well, I know what
I
I'm.
said
Well, I know what
something.
I'm bringing with me
Give me a
if I ever
minute.
come visit you. I'm bringing the XY anime.
I'm putting something in the stream chat.
Well, we're gonna have you watch the whole XY anime.
This is so funny what I just put in the screen. In the
Hold on,
screen.
wait, hold on. See what you.
First
Let's
it
do
comes
this.
from Hard Gold Soul Silver, where when Giratina runs behind someone, he can say exactly that. Xbox.
Yep.
You see it
This
in
totally
the
isn't
stream
gold.
chat.
Well, next up actually is, in fact, I believe Badoo and Roserade.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
that one,
those
Okay.
that one
raids.
screener.
Here's the thing. Badoo.
Badoo is just
First off,
another
Roserade
baby
definitely, and honestly, I
Pokemon.
find it to be a bit of definitely a threat, especially when we get to BDSP with how threatening Cynthia's Roserade was.
I love Roserade because in last year or so, it was another Pokemon that just flew up the ranks with me. The more I used different Pokemon in runs.
I'll put it in C tier for me. As for Badoo, same as well for me as
Badoo
well.
is just another baby Pokemon for me. I hate baby Pokemon with burning passion.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Badoo. I don't know why, but for the longest time, because of Badoo's moveset, I thought it was grass water. So I never used it.
I understand it, but also no, because I think the only water move it has is water sport.
Like, Badoo is a grass poison type. Here's the thing. I did not realize Badoo was not a grass poison type at all.
You didn't realize?
No. Here's the reason why. Because
I
Badoo,
mean,
honestly, on its own, its moves it learned by leveling up. It learned water
I,
sport.
I
It learned water
understand, but
sport. It learned moves, but it made me think, okay, water type, you can catch it. And I never figured out at all that Badoo actually was, in fact, a poison type. It doesn't even learn any poison type moves besides TMs until base when it evolves. In other words, it is. Sorry, that's it all. And you never really realized it in particular. Plus, never used it in later games in particular as well. But Badoo, even in Platinum, no changes at all, literally. And the fact of the matter is, Badoo just was like that. Never realized it as much. Then again, also the friendship thing, which is also another thing I haven't dealt
the thing
with.
is just in EP as Diamond, Pearl, Platinum it's better to catch
On-
a Roselia because Widow is just so freaking weak.
Yeah,
Remember
but I
when
never even used one in general. So in
remember
fact,
when Smollander, I think it was, or someone used it in a run? No, it was MJTV.
is it the
He
Pokemon Run
used it in a
guy who
run.
always does like a Pokemon challenge run with a random
Yeah,
Pokemon
but
usually?
it was MJTV,
John
not
Stone, I think, right? Not John
Holland.
Stone.
No,
He's guy also did a standoff solo
yeah.
of Pokemon Black and White, and then pretty much just like had a lot more fame because he's a bigger YouTuber than me, which is
Yeah, he's
awesome.
like, hey, I did this right.
Did?
How do
Yeah,
you, how do
no.
And
you,
I did right. Also, I even actually reset my sand dials for a lower level so I can give a better challenge because I didn't wanted to be easier.
Also, he said he did a better send out solo run than you. Yeah, no.
No. He never does anything. Literally, I had to make a comment on that video being like, hey, I did it as well, but I did it at a much lower level. No credit. It's actually kind of why I never want to talk about challenge runs. I always like to kind of sort of brag and say, hey, I'm the only one of the people who did the different challenge runs who actually beat Sandile solo at level 69. I did not go above to level 80 like everybody else did, and I beat in at the lowest level possible.
Yeah, he's
I
like to
beat-
brag a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, hell,
Smoland was the one that beat Platinum without taking damage. This just run. How do you think about that?
and Roserade's not that. The Rose doesn't get any good moves when it levels up in particular because by then it's already fully leveled up and you most of the time using TMs and stuff. But it's just like
Sorry, but a friend of me just sent me something on Discord. I have to put it in the stream chat.
Okay.
Wait a moment. That one that I put in the stream chat before is not the one I was talking about.
oh, that's funny.
Wait.
That's hilarious. So yeah, well, are you guys ready for next now the fossil Pokemon?
Uh,
Put it now in the stream chat, the one that my friend sent me now.
Oh, okay. So Cranidos and Rampardos, and then Shieldon, and Bastodon. Bast.
I couldn't care less about Shieldon and
Okay,
Bastodon.
big metal wall face guy.
I couldn't care less about Shieldon and Bastiodon. I
Bastodon.
like Rampardos and
Didn't
Rampardos and Cranidos.
Rourke's Pokemon evolve to Rampardos
Yeah,
in Ash's
yeah.
gym fight?
due to Team Rocket and Team Galactic.
No, wait. I'm trying to remember.
Us.
Mel. It's been I've been
First
I've seen really seen the Sinnoh anime. I've seen it on and off, but I know.
Look at the thing.
Okay. I know
What does
Byron.
that
Okay, wait.
mean?
Wait. I know Byron still has a. I've seen that meme before. Okay, I know Byron has his Bastiodon, which is what he used in the animes as Ace, is also in the games.
Yeah.
But I know Rampart Cranidos is actually Rourke's Ace, but I don't remember in the anime. Mel, since you watched the anime, did Rourke's Cranidos evolve to Rampardos in the anime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Ash's gym fight.
No,
Yeah,
after
yeah,
the gym fight.
I will literally. So his
The
name
gym
is.
fights in the episode between that, they evolved when Dactyl got loose because of Team Rocket.
So yeah, so overall, I don't really. I mean, funny enough, in particular, if I mention in particular, is like Cranidos is basically kind of sort of seen as like in a way like a Yoshi Pokemon. You know, it's one of those actually. It's one of those few Pokemon in question that's like always.
It's
Always, I mean, it's one of those Pokemon that's always used as, in fact, the quote-unquote, it's, because it's always a certain Pokemon I always think was a Yoshi Pokemon. There's a Pokemon in particular I honestly will guarantee you, I will always say is a Yoshi Pokemon no matter what, and it fits perfectly fine. Cranidos is not one of them, and Pardos is
Yeah, I don't see it.
Overall, I don't actually, I honestly, for me, I'll probably put all three of these fossils in the same level I put Omastar, though, that being B tier.
I love, like I said, I love Cranidos, but it's not Yoshi.
Yeah.
Not by far not.
Oh, we got a fun one.
Seven, as example, is one, but not Cranidos. Cranidos has nothing in common with Yoshi. As its posture.
Alright, you ready for probably a Pokemon? Honestly, I really think needs no other explanation at all, except why the hell there's actually three of them?
Oh yes.
For me, I put all of them in C because they are neutral for me. Bomi, Bomadam, Bomi, Vomadam. The only one I actually like is Motapel. And it's called. It's an End Evolution.
Honestly, I don't think it really needs, I don't think it needs any explanation. I think Burmy is just absolutely hot garbage.
Yeah.
Bomi is. I put Bomi in the line where I put Pokemon where I don't have anything against them, but also nothing for them, really.
There's not really
But
anything. There's not anything with the Burmy line that really makes it kind of stand out for me.
Main Evolution I actually like. No, no shit. But Bomi and Dromedam are just so relevant.
Yeah,
Yep.
one of the worst things about it in particular was literally one of the quests in question in Pokemon Go required you actually to catch a bunch of Pokemon, and the only Pokemon that were showing up though were a bunch of Burmies, and I'm like,
Are you fucking
really?
serious?
Just a bunch of Burmies? Like,
Wait. Are you fucking serious, Gold?
Yes.
Morphin.
What the
Was
fuck?
talking about
Why would-
Morphin.
like there's a bunch
Why
of
would they-
Burmies.
Like seriously, they're like,
Like-
hey, let's have these people
It's
catch a
instead
bunch of
of
birds.
having a bunch of random Pokemon, instead of having some good, cool Pokemon like Combee, male Combee.
Yeah.
I once sent you a screenshot where I got a male combi in a Nuzlocke.
Oh yeah, and its evolution is a menace.
Combi is another
Well,
Pokemon.
okay, it's evolution.
It's
Honestly,
like
the way I see it though, for the Combee line. First off, male Combee. I swear, I actually have a lucky hundo male Combee in Pokemon Go, and it's like, what the fuck? It's low CP. It's like, how the fuck did I get that? Which is absolutely garbage. It's an F tier, F plus tier. Vespiquen, if you get a female one, also trying to find one in the wild is a pain in the ass, especially a female one at that. But for Vespiquen, it's about all right. It's mid. It's not. It's sort of similar to how like the other bee Pokemon we have, which is Beedrill, where Beedrill is.
no Beedrill is for me the goat. Greatest of time. I love Beedrill.
I put Beedrill in C minus. I forgot. That's been a while. I don't care for bug types in general. Honestly, many bug Pokemon in the early
I have a
gens.
heart for bug flying types. Like I love Butterfree, I love Beedrill, I love Masquerain. Like I said,
Go away.
I have
Here's the
a heart
thing.
Pokemon.
Here's the thing, though. With bug Pokemon in general, for me, I've never been fond of them up until at least probably Gen 5. And then I kind of stopped becoming I mean, bug Pokemon is probably one of the weirdest types for me in general. Like, I'm either a fan of some Pokemon, or I'm not a fan of them.
Hey, at least one good thing, Gold. At least you don't scream. Ah, but
You know what? That's actually fair. That's actually completely fair.
you're not like Mr.
Well, now we have our next Pikachu clone, Pachirisu.
Okay, this thing's going in S tier.
What?
Pachirisu is so energetic.
Okay, Gold. I'm gonna be honest. It's fucking adorable.
No,
And energetic. It's
Also-
along with Mimikyu, one of the few Pikachu clones that I actually like.
I do agree on that. Also, that bonus though. Also, it knows pickup. One of the only Pikachu clones. One of the only Pikachu clones that actually knows pickup. And you have to wait till literally after you get the Flora Town actually to get these Pokemon.
I mean, come on, look at it.
As an added bonus,
Especially since you have already
as an added
built.
bonus, Mel, do you remember the Bup Squad?
Oh yeah,
The
Oh,
Bup
yeah.
Squad.
I remember it.
With Pachirisu's
Oh,
pickup is
as another bonus as well, Pachirisu also cannot evolve. Meaning,
Yep.
it is the perfect Pokemon to use as a pickup mon. it will never evolve.
Oh yeah.
Unless randomly Gen 10 comes out and we get Patrice evolution and it's like, holy shit, it's like a Pokemon like that one squirrel Pokemon from Gen 8. That's absolute dog shit.
Also, it bitch slapped Jessie.
Oh yeah,
Imagine-
also, I remember correctly, didn't actually, was it Ursula and her Gabite that Patrice actually beat in like a contest?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the funny thing for me is just would be if in Gen 10 they make a regional form of Greedent and Pachyrisi would be able to evolve into Greedent.
Yeah, no. Honestly, I hope Green never gets. Honestly, if Green never got an evolution or a regional variant, I'll be surprised if it somehow that Pokemon actually gained any popularity.
Also, here's a question: how is Jessie able to capture it?
Catch what?
The Pachirisu, even though Don already caught it.
The world may never know. I'm actually gonna put
Yeah, we will.
I'm actually probably put Pachirisu actually in B tier, actually above Pikachu for me.
The Pachyrisi for me is just so funny because of how energetic it was in the anime. I mean, it couldn't stand still for a second.
Well, it's hyper.
I know.
It had nuts in its brain.
Yeah, like seriously, Don was trying so hard to try to catch it. It's like, no.
The overconfident one, the energetic one, the lover, the disobedient one, and the one that thought of it as too good for everything. It's Don's team, really.
Well,
And the one that had no personality.
so we get started with the next Pokemon on this line.
Oh, this.
I love Weasel, but it's so weak.
Well, here's the thing,
So
though.
weak.
Here's the thing, though. I like Weasel in the anime, especially with the whole Ice Aqua Jet, so that's why I'll probably put it in B tier for
I know.
stylish move.
I love
As
them,
for
but
Floatzel, I'm
they-
probably putting it in C tier. First off, obviously, like I mentioned before, me being someone actually literally chose Piplup as his starter, no other water types really kind of mattered. So why bother using one? Right?
How many
It
times do
makes-
you want to bring this? You goats.
I
I
mean,
think this is the 4th time you made this.
granted, I've chosen the water type starters. Honestly, I mean, water type Pokemon are always the most reliable Pokemon you need in any Pokemon game, no matter what. Like,
Not
you're,
for
like
me.
honestly, if you really think about it, though, which star type is the most useful type in general? Water types. You don't really need a
Well-
fire type or a grass type for most of anything. A water type is always helpful, especially because you always have those rivers, those oceans, those water bodies of water where you need to surf across.
Problem with
And, I mean,
for me-
sure, you could be funny and give your Rhydon surf,
Well,
or
it's
your
not-
Aggron surf. Be like,
Oh, you
hey
tell
Aggron,
Rhydon.
Aggron, you surf.
Oh, you
Rhydon,
tell
you surf.
Rhydon. Rattata is also served in a Pokemon ROM hack. There's actually a funny version where a swimmer uses a golem and it just falls on the water and gets fainted. It's probably not a ROM hack that you heard of because I think it's only in German.
I mean-
Fire Green.
I mean, here we go. Here are Pokemon actually, honestly. First off, obviously, obviously Galarian Slowbro, which I'm guessing makes sense somewhat because it's so from both Slowbro water types, so that's perfectly fine. Galarian Slowpoke and Galarian Slowking makes sense for obviously because they're part of they're still water types though in general.
I find it funny how
Ice
Like-
Fuel,
really every water type becomes a poison type in its regional form.
When it, when
Slowbro,
it, when it, when it, when it, oh yeah,
Slowking.
oh yeah, the Galarian Slowpoke line, that entire line, all the evolutions, not being water typing, still can learn Surf, as well as also Ice Fuel, aka Cube, aka the Ice Cube Pokemon, Ice Cube Pimp
Yeah.
Penguin, and it learns by leveling up by Surf. By TM, obviously, which seems to be going fun and funny though, the entirety of the Pikachu line. Pikachu
Yeah, but
and
that's
Raichu,
because
both Raichu. Let me finish. Sorry, I'm talking. Raichu lines. Both Nidoqueen and Nidoking. Hold on, I'm looking at Lickitung, Rhydon, Kangaskhan, Tauros, all 3 Tauros forms, both Paldean forms. Which, although the other Tauros form, the Aqua breed, makes sense. Snorlax can learn
Snorlax?
Snorlax, the Dragon, the Dratini line, excluding Mew because Mew doesn't count. Oh. Sentret, Furret, Pichu.
yeah,
Like
but
you
it
can
makes
surf
sense.
on a freaking Pichu.
It makes sense because Pikachu can learn it.
No, but think about it.
But
You're
Pikachu
on.
can
No,
learn
no,
it
no, no,
because
no,
of the
no.
Surfer
Think about it.
Pikachu.
Think about it. You surf, Pichu. Pichu.
It-
Just
Glaring
just think about
can't
it.
learn Surf.
Think about it.
Uh,
Oh, then there's also Hisuian Quillfish, Sneasel, Galarian Corsola,
you forgot
Miltank,
the name,
Tyranitar,
Lugia.
Lugia, which obviously should be a fucking water type, but is not, which is criminal. Should be water flying, not psychic flying. It's criminal.
Linoon,
Zigzagoon. Yeah, I'm going line right now. Hold on, I'm just talking right here.
Explode.
The entire Zigzagoon line, both forms. Oh fuck! Masquerain, Exploud, the Makuhito line, Azuril, which I guess it makes sense somewhat because it doesn't come with water type, Aggron, Zangoose. Hold on, I'm still talking. I'm drinking the line. Latios and Latias can learn Surf. Rayquaza can learn Surf. Rampardos! No, fucking Rampardos! A rock type fossil can learn Surf! How? It's a rock. Like, why would you. Why? Garchomp can learn Surf! Munchlax! Weavile! Licky! Rhyperior! Herdier, Stoutland, Audinote. The Axew line, Cubchoo line, Stunfish. The one water type Pokemon that honestly is not a water type that can learn Surf. Druddigan, Bufflon, Hydreigon, Bunnelby, Diggersby, Skidoo, Go-Go, Pancham, Pangoro, Furfu, Swirlix, Slurpuff, Helioptile, Heliolisk, Bergmite, Avalugg. That's insane. Savali, Drampa, Dillmeat, Delmise, which honestly should be a water type, not be a ghost grass type. Graplock, Obstagoon, Cursula, Pincurin, Ice Cooler, Arctozolt, Dracloak, Dragapult, Overquill, Clodsire, and Terrapagos. All are Pokemon that can learn Surf.
But
That are not a water type.
look
It's
up how many.
It's plentiful, but in general, honestly, I'd recommend just using a water type for Surf.
Look up how many water types can learn Thunderbolts. That's also crazy. Lapras, for example.
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, let's get the next Pokemon though, because honestly, getting recycle text. Next actually is Cherubi and it's Line Cherim.
forgetful Pokemon of
Honestly,
Cherubi is just
Cherubi was annoying in Pokemon Legends Arceus, so kind of D minus, but it's also kind of forgettable as well.
problem with Cherubi is just you have Turtwig and Roserade. Why do you not need it? Why do you need Cherubi when you have Roserade and Turtwig?
Yeah. What about you, Mel?
Let's see. Yeah, I put these all in. I put these in C tier.
Jingle, 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 jingle. I got your keys, jingle, jingle, Mel.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mel. I the Markiplier. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Get distracted, Mel. Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Look at me. Okay. So, next up actually is the Shello
Did
Slime.
I put the male shallows? The
Here,
eastern
I
shallows.
gotta talk about the Shello Slime and Gastrodon and Gaston.
I actually like the blue version, but I don't like the purple version of Shallows. Gastrodon.
Mhm.
Where did I put my Shallows? My Gastrodon there. Like I said, for me, I like Shallows and Gastrodon blue, but I don't like the purple versions or pink versions. I think gold is the way again. Gold, we can't hear you. If you are saying something, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
So Gaston can breed 5 dozen eggs.
What? What?
I'm kidding.
What?
You know how Gastrodon, I always mess up calling it. I call it Gaston.
Nobody does it like Gaston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said
yeah.
before, you
Honestly,
have
honestly, that alone, honestly, Gastrodon, I put in C because it's meme. I like if anything though, it's the first Pokemon actually with the regional variant. Think about it.
Mhm.
you mean more like half reason variant because one part is the blue one and
Just in the
one
last,
part has the pink
not to
one.
mention, Spell Cynthia's is also a terrifying one.
Oh yeah.
But for me, I like the blue one, like I said, more. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm fan of blue. Because I never used them, either of them. But still, I like them. Next comes Pokemon that was disrespected in the anime. Why the fuck did they give it away for freaking pinball? Not pinball. Table tennis.
Oh yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
was talking Ambipom. Ambipom actually was
Yeah.
kind of fun. I don't think I never cared. Ambipom was not really
Yeah,
that big.
but
I think Ambipom for me is just
the
a C
problem
tier
with
Pokemon.
every problem with me is how they released it in the anime. Fucking table tennis.
Well, Ambipom, I never. I get Ambipom. Next up is Bye Child. No, shit! Let go of that Drifloon! I can't! My arm's wrapped around it! No,
Hey guys,
little Jimmy!
hey guys,
Bye!
Gold got
Isn't
kidnapped.
there in the Pokemon game a child that thinks that a Drifloon is trying to take it away?
Oh yeah, wasn't there actually an episode in anime that kind of referenced that or something? The Drifloon?
But I think there was also a reference in a Pokemon game, but I don't remember which
No,
one.
well, probably the game actually came out though. But no, oh no, maybe it was Legends Arceus though, because there was actually Drifloon in that one. Actually, it was a feature with that.
That was
Mhm.
a fan game, I don't remember.
But there's also I'm also talking about Drifloon as well in its own right. Because
Drifloon is
here's okay,
just
well, here's
meant
the
to
thing.
society.
Okay, overall, I think Drifloon is kind of mid C tier, but Drifbloom,
Drifloon.
yeah, B plus tier.
Why?
You wanna know why?
Yeah.
You have nothing
Well,
against
no, okay,
it.
no. Here, let me tell the story. Pokemon Y Nuzlocke. Mel, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Karina. Drifbloom was basically Karina's weakness.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that one.
I
That
was
one
able to
Nuzlocke.
I was able to literally sweep a gym leader that gave me trouble the first time I played Pokemon X and Y. And honestly, for me personally, with that whole Nuzlocke thing in mind, having a Pokemon that can easily sweep a gym leader is perfect. Even though X and Y has probably the weakest gym leaders out of any Pokemon region in general, like the anime made him actually more of a threat. Sad to say, the anime made him a
The
threat.
problem I have with the gym leaders of Kalos is just no one has a Mega in the
After
gym fight.
after Karina, honestly, because you get Mega Evolutions, that's when gym leaders start having Megas.
And you get a freaking Mega Lucario after third gym. It sweeps the whole game.
Like honestly,
Yep.
here's here's the thing though. It's actually kind of why, honestly, I could say literally I could probably beat the entirety of Pokemon X version using only a Sandile and with an added bonus of not even having, or not only that though, not only with an added bonus of literally having nothing, no Mega Evolutions at all. Because obviously, once I get the Mega Lucario, I completely bench it and never use it ever again.
I mean, you have Boomerang for Clement. You have Steel attacks for Valerie. You have fighting types attacks for
No, you don't.
Wolfric.
And only
You
Pokemon,
have
only gym leader gives you trouble
for-
would be Olympia, but even then you have Shadow Claw.
and Dark Pulse.
I don't think Lucario can learn Dark Pulse.
I think it can learn Dark Pulse.
Mm, well, hold on a sec. Can Lucario?
But I think it can learn Shadow Ball, Lucario.
Fuck, I don't want Drain Punch. I want Dark Pulse. Lucario can learn Dark Pulse.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
but
Shadow Ball.
it can learn in later games though. Okay, so Black and White, they're breeding. It's learned by breeding.
Technically, you have an attack for every gym after Karina with fucking Mega Lucario.
Yeah, you could learn to sweep. I mean, honestly, I hate to say this though, but it's probably actually why Mega Evolutions were kind of broken in their own right though. How easy it is.
That's why they should have given every gym leader Mega Evolution.
Yeah, I mean, at the time though, what other Megas can you give them? I mean, given Clement a Mega Ampharos, right, because electric. You give Wolfric Mega Abomasnow.
But she already
Olympia,
has
Olympia, you can't really give her a Mega Gardevoir because that's
mobile.
technically you can't give a Mega Gardevoir
Mega
for Olympia.
mobile.
No, not Maul. No, that's Olympia's
She
psychic.
already has a mobile.
Yeah, Maul, yes, for Valerie. For for, for, for,
Olympia.
for for the old grass guy, I forget his.
Yeah. But that Mega Venusaur.
Yeah, okay,
Mega
definitely.
Venusaur
Yeah,
would fit
Mega Venusaur.
perfectly to
Okay,
me.
that's fair. Finally, we have the Psychic Type 1, which we can't do Mega Gardevoir because that's actually
Mega
Dianthus.
Alakazam is the only one that really comes to my mind with her.
The Psychic types are
But it
available.
would also fit because she is like a psychic, so she
Oh,
flies
No,
around again.
Alakazam, Mega Alakazam.
Yeah,
That makes more
that
sense though.
was
'Cause
what I
Alakazam is,
said.
I mean, honestly, if they ever did Mega Evolutions for the Kanto gym leaders and stuff, that'd be freaking crazy to see what they would do.
Like I said, Mega Venusaur for the grass guy, Mega Ampharos, or Mega Manectric could also work for
No,
Lemon.
you can't do Mega Electric because Mega Electric was exclusively in a Mega
Oh
Dragon
yeah,
Sapphire.
yeah. Then it has to be Mega Ampharos.
Well,
But if they include the Megas from uh, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire in a remake, then I would give Clement Mega Manectric more than Mega Ampharos because it fits more to him. Yeah, Valerie, like I said, Mega Mobile, Olympia, Mega Alakazam, and Wolfric Mega Bombus now.
yeah.
And Lucario also learn Dragon Pulse? I think the Lucario line can all learn all the Pulse attacks because of their aura connection.
Son of a bitch.
What?
I got silenced yet again by my own headset.
Oh,
Alright, next up is, well,
The Baneri
the
line.
furry.
furries. Like Gardevoir before, Boniri and Lopunny were ruined by
Baneri
it.
gets A tier because of the whole.
I don't really kind of
Because
see.
Boniri is
it's
cute.
I
it's
think
since over Pikachu.
similar, honestly, for me. I think Baneri and Lopuni are kind of in the middle. I think the reason I don't really see them really being like I've never even cared for them in general, even before their whole classic, whole mature thing with them.
And why do you have to make everything furries or everything sexual in Pokemon?
Hey, it's not me. It's literally those fans in question.
You
They're
blame
the
the fan
ones.
base.
They're the ones who do it, not me. They themselves know what
And
they're
well,
going
I
for.
think that they have a perfect picture of a freaking muscular Latios.
It makes it feeling better though. The Machoke line has people who like you want to go for muscles and stuff. It's always in the
Yeah,
reverse.
like my Latios has also a lot of muscles.
Next up, I believe I should Miss Magius, right?
Mhm.
Actually, Miss Magus and of also Driftloon are Pokemon that are just like I like the bond with Fantina in the anime. It's just Pokemon that is there.
Well, one episode I remember in particular, I don't guys remember in particular, was the one issue that where actually a Miss
Yeah,
Magius actually.
yeah.
Okay, no, I was like, do you
Now I
remember the
know what
okay?
you mean.
Do you remember
The
the episode?
episode where they
God
were in
damn
a
it! Can I
dream.
let me speak, please? Do you remember the episode where Ash and the gang were knocked asleep, and there actually was a Miss Magius making nightmares and dreams and stuff, and putting them in a sort of a dream spell? right?
Yeah,
You remember that episode?
yeah. I remember that episode. It's still one of the completely craziest episodes there was there. I mean,
Yeah.
the Miss Meg just fused with a freaking
Oh
Rayquaza.
yeah. Honestly, give us that. Pokemon, Pokemon, not really Pokemon fusions though in general, but have the idea for the next region be like you get to actually sort of in the way how this battle goes in question is that, or no, the sync machine. Can you imagine, right? Take that idea in mind has to be the main gimmick. Basically, in Pokemon battles, you can go ahead and sync with your Pokemon and run around that Pokepark style and battle the opponent's Pokemon, making attacks. Understand
Yeah, but
though. Understand though. You only be allowed to do it with one Pokemon though. You wouldn't be able to do it in their Pokemon. If that Pokemon faints though, you won't be able to do it again. Right?
or like Pokemon becomes an armor of you. Like you wear them as an armor
Yeah. Something like that though.
around your body. You fight then against the other trainer who also uses an armor as with their Pokemon.
And to make it fair though, the gym leader and plus all Pokemon who lead an ace Pokemon will actually fuse with said Pokemon's mind with the whole synchro machine and will literally start running around, force you to literally adapt to the playstyle.
Yeah. And I
I
know,
don't know how it would work though, but it'd be hard to have programmed though.
people love Legends Arceus because you're interactive. I'm not so a fan of those kind of battles. I don't know why, but I'm just not such a fan of it. I didn't even complete Legends Arceus. Still need to complete it. I have it, but I'm not really motivated to do it.
Yeah, Legends Arceus is gonna be probably be a tough game for me. I should probably compare to. Next was Honchkrow.
I like
Oh,
Honchkrow.
honestly,
Honchkrow
okay,
is a boss. He's a mafia boss.
it stands though.
Uh,
But that's a Pokemon, honestly, I can see Giovanni having. Like, genuinely speaking, this Pokemon would be a Giovanni Pokemon.
yeah. But the problem is that in Hard Gold Soul Silver, when they made the event with Celebi, where you fight against Giovanni, he has just his old team, nothing new. With Persian, Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Rhyhorn, and Victory, and Kangaskhan, I think. I would have preferred if they had updated his team to include Pokemon like Honchkrow or even Houndoom would fit for him, for me, to some extent. But they literally did nothing with his
Gengar?
team.
Like, why did not. Or maybe Dusknoir. No, Dusknoir. That might be pretty good side for
The
him.
thing with the thing with Giovanni in the original games was just he was a ground type gym leader that forced him to use that many ground types.
It's kind of why
The
I see
only,
Giovanni as like one of the weakest evil team leaders because literally his entire team is beaten by one water type.
well, he has the OP as fuck Persian in Gen 1 and Kangaskhan too. I mean, bro, oh, I just saw it. He actually has a Honchkrow in Hard Gold Soul Silver in the Tojo Falls battle.
Next up
But he
is
but he
Glamia.
doesn't have his Persian.
Well, no, next up is Glamia and Perugly. But I should more than likely, pessimistically, we should probably find.
I fucking hate
No,
Perugly
no,
because
let me find.
of the of the Mars fight in Jupiter fight in Valorant works. There is no Pokemon that outspeed it.
Oh yeah,
The only thing that outspeeds it is
Fat Cat.
Inferno's Mug Punch.
Latios and Latias are like basically jet engines. Perugly.
Do I joke to you?
Granted,
Perugly
honestly,
is
okay. First off, let's look at the Team Galactic. Team
put
Galactic Trio.
Giovanni's
Let's look at the Team Galactic
from
Trio squad. That's basically the following. That being Stunky,
you have
Stuntank, Glameow, Perugly, and then finally there is Krogunk and
program.
Toxicroak. Obviously, in my opinion, Krogunk on its own gets A tier because of Brock. Right? Stunky, honestly, and Glameow, B tier or B minus tier because they're about mid. As for the as for the big three, for the three admins, Perugly, Stuntank, and Toxicroak. The way I see it though, personally, Stuntank I like because the mid-range game, so B plus. Perugly, B plus because of the whole memes. Toxicroak, honestly, I don't care for. So C plus tier for Toxicroak.
But for me, the thing with pure, what's funny is actually, Mars Perugly, not Mars Perugly, Mars Skuntank is actually cheated because it's far too low of a level to be a Skuntank.
That is true.
Because it only evolves at level 32 or something, and Mars is at level 20. Then with Nightshade, that always crits. Like I said, both Perugly and Skuntank are just menaces to society.
Yeah, they're definitely a good threat in their own right. I do think they're definitely a good like threatening Pokemon. Not to mention as well, Stunky is Poison Dark, meaning Psy type moves don't do much at all unless you have Miracle Eye.
Yeah.
And how many people run Miracle Eye on their Psychic types?
As in Mass of the Legendaries, the fanfiction. He had it on Latias.
Yeah, well, that's kind of different. I'm talking about actually like in actual official trainers and stuff. Like Miracle Eye is useful, but I don't really see many people really running it on their teams, even on a more competitive perspective. Oh, next actually is Chingling.
Another forgetful baby Pokemon.
Yeah, I agree. Forgetful. Honestly, D plus because forgettable. And honestly, let's go to the other baby Pokemon. Bonsley. Okay. First off, Mime
Bonsley
Jr.
is
Okay.
so
No. These three baby Pokemon are not forgetful. Honestly, I would say these three are probably the one of the best baby Pokemon we've gotten in a Pokemon game. You wanna know why?
Bye.
Bonsai is really good in Smash Brothers because literally it's just a Pokemon you just yeet on an enemy, and it literally just does so much damage to them. It's literally just a heavy hit thing Pokemon. You just throw, you chuck it at an enemy, boom, dead. Mime Jr., James.
Yeah. But for me, Mime Jr., Togepi, Pini, and Bonsley are the only and Pichu, the only baby Pokemon I actually like. And Magpie and
Oh
Elekid.
yeah, I've almost got Happini, who randomly picks up a giant ice mountain and just picks it up on its own. It's probably one of it's probably one of the
Happini is meme. Do you even live, bro?
Yes. Here's the funniest thing. Next up is actually Bronzor and Bronzong. Now, okay.
In Galactics, Zubat slash
Yeah.
Which
in a way, if you really think about it, I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. Bronzor is an alright Pokemon, but also is also probably single-handedly the reason why many people choose Infernape as Pinchimchar as a starter. Yet at the same time as well, if you think about it, it can learn. See, Bronzor and Bronzong, or Bronzong in particular, can actually have the ability either the ability actually makes it actually immune to fire type attacks or immune to psychic type, the ground type attacks. Right?
Yeah. Either Heatproof or Levitate.
Not to mention as well, it also has a pretty solid Shining form. And as an added bonus though, one of my good friends, probably one of the only ones that I still have as a friend from since high school, actually said one of his favorite Pokemon isn't actually in fact the Bronzong. For me personally, I like the Pokemon. I don't see it really being an amazing Pokemon, but I'll put it in B+. I'll put it in B+, multiply in B+.
I don't mind them. My problem is just how much they get spammed by Team Galactic. Either they have that or the Zubat line. And with rare exceptions, Skunky, Krogunk, and Glammeow. And
yeah.
Rapier and Skorupi.
Well, next up is Chatot, which obviously I know for a fact has the whole classic gag of being able to kind of say what you want with the ability to shatter, right?
Yeah. With the whole...
And how some people be like, you can have Chatot, use shatter.
Use fuck you.
Chatot, say the N-word.
Or say fuck you. Or say Hitler. Or say digital.
Yeah.
The Chatot says, Chatot says the N-word. Wait, no, Chatot, don't do it. We'll be demonetized.
I like Chatot because
though? I've never used a Chatot before, so I never knew about this wacky shenanigan.
I also never knew that, because I only liked Chatot because of Mystery Dungeon. I never used it.
Yeah.
But Mystery Dungeon, it's
Chatot honestly is kind of overall. So I think really the only good thing about Chatot is the hilarity being its whole. Like, that's literally the only thing that's kind of funny about Chatot, is literally the fact that literally the whole chatter exists. Otherwise, honestly, for me, B tier. Next up, we have 108 Pokemon in one.
Okay.
Are you ready? Let's count them.
Yeah.
How many souls are ready to actually eat your soul? How many souls are actually pissed at you, Mel? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 108. Let's summarize it, Mel, and just call it Spiritomb.
Okay.
I love Spiritomb.
Spiritomb, honestly, by far, is probably one of the best starter setups for a champion fight. Especially with the fact with Cynthia and how strong it is. Even before the fair typing exists. Before fair typing exists and how much a menace it is.
I think the only one that really comes close is a starter from the gems is Steven's Scamry to Spiritomb.
Oh,
Because Scamry just Toxic Spikes, and Stealth Rocks. And then you come into the battle with both Battle Poisoned and Hurt already.
Mhm.
Just Spiritomb is just so good because Pilgrim 6 it had no weakness. Not a single weakness. And yes, Sableye existed before, but the problem with Sableye is just it's so weak. And Gold is away again. Because we can't hear him.
God. Okay. Yet again, headset kind of did the whole stuff. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, one of the most interesting things I think about Spiritomb, or I find most annoying about Spiritomb, which is kind of why I'm not really rating it really super high, is obtaining it.
Yeah.
Legends Arceus definitely did. Here's the thing. First off, in the case of Legends Arceus, you had to find 107 souls, because 108th one would be the one that actually would spawn the Spirit Tomb, right? You had to find all the souls, right? And always appear in certain areas, and literally to find every single one of them was always really difficult. Then once you found, then here's the thing. After you've actually found your first Spirit Tomb, after you've caught it, then you are pretty much set. Okay? It's only that first Spirit Tomb you have to catch that gets really annoying. After that, it's not as bad, which is why it's in C+. Is that first initial time of doing it.
Well, in Platinum, you get it directly after Fantina. Because you get the keystone before Fantina, and the position where you can revive it is just after Fantina. So technically, you can get Spiritomb directly after the third gym.
I'll never actually do that, but I'll never do that, honestly. Granted.
Because you get the Spirit Key directly after exiting Mount Connect from East Side. Nee. Ja, doch, East Side.
Well, ready for the Gibble line?
Yeah, it's time for. Hold on.
Obviously.
Gibble, use Streaker Meteor!
No, we already made the joke, Mel. We can't do that joke again.
No, I just wanted.
Obviously,
Huh?
Gibble gets A+ tier. Garchomp is A-, because honestly, Cynthia's kind of terrifies me, and I don't think anything lower than A. Gabite is B+. I don't think Gabite. I think Gabite's probably not as great as Garchomp and Gibble. Gibble is great because of the anime, and Garchomp is great because it's a fucking terrifying Pokemon. Not to mention as well, in one of the earliest episodes of Kalos, Ash saves a rampaging Garchomp because of Team
Yeah.
Rocket.
Professor.
Yeah.
Like honestly,
Yeah, the X and Y anime. He does
like
this.
I will give X and Y credit though that the opening for X and Y in the very beginning, even though honestly the anime opening song was literally just the Kanto theme song used again, which I didn't really care
I mean, it's
for.
catchy.
I mean, it's kind of just helped in a way though. That song proved my point that literally X and Y was literally just a remake of Kanto. That's all it really was.
But no, it wasn't.
I mean, it honestly, every bit of it is proof of it. From literally getting legendary birds to spawn after you beat the game, to Mewtwo being in a cave to beat the game, to literally the evil teams themselves being about as strong going in particular. The only difference though, in my opinion, is that Lysander actually did much better as being a threatening villain than Giovanni ever was, game-wise. And, well, next up is Munchlax. Besides
For
Legends
me,
Arceus, besides Legends Arceus making Munchlax much better to catch, I think Munchlax is
when
probably one of the
I
most
first
annoying
talked
Pokemon to
about
catch. I think Munchlax is probably the most annoying Pokemon to actually catch in Pokemon, you know, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum.
that I don't get to talk about Gibble.
Oh, you want to talk about Gibble?
But
Sorry.
okay. For me, people would think that I dislike Gibble because I love Flygon, and Flygon gets overshadowed by Gibble all the time. But I actually like them, apart from Mega Garchomp, which just is so fucking disgusting.
Well, that's partly
I
kind of because,
mean,
but if you really think about it, the reason why the Gibble line grew more popularity over Flygon in particular is probably kind of because of Cynthia. I mean,
yeah,
what other trainer can you think of actually has a Flygon in the games?
Lance in the remake in Heart Gold Soul
Lance,
Silver has one.
I don't think Lance counts because Lance is mainly known for Dragonite.
Wait, I think Lance has one either in the Black 2 White 2 or Heart Gold Soul Silver rematch.
Let me.
But
Okay,
it's
what's one sticky keys? Let me rephrase that. Do we?
Ansem, I
Okay,
think
okay. Well,
has
no. Hold on,
one.
let me finish. Let me rephrase that. Has there ever been a Flygon Ace as a
No,
in a Pokemon for a Pokemon team?
no,
Both good or bad?
no. Sadly.
Yeah. Sadly, no.
I'm crying. My
Sadly,
favorite
no.
Pokemon is still North from
Although, even
Nintendo.
then, though, if you really think about it, Flygon honestly kind of got stuck in a point. It was kind of in a. I mean, honestly, I hate to say this though. Flygon should have been released in Johto.
For me, Flygon should have been um, the special version of Garchomp in Gen 4. Just instead of giving it Ground Dragon, Bug Dragon special with special attack, giving it specialty. But
No, no,
God,
no, 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 no,
it's
no, no, no. I'm saying, have Flygon appear in Gen 2, right? Because okay, wait, no, because isn't Claire's Ace in Gen 2 Kingdra?
yeah.
Damn it, fuck. And
As is
and Drake's Ace in Elite Four is
Salamence.
as is also Zinna's as well, which has also Silence. Damn.
Yeah. Drasna, what's Drasna's? Drasna has not really
Dragolja, I think that's her ace.
Drasna really doesn't have a real.
The only thing, not even. Flygon doesn't have much you can really do with it, because ground type, dragon type, it's kind of in a stuck, awkward position. It's kind of one of those.
Drasna doesn't even have one. Oops. What Drasna had Flygon, but I guess not. But
It's kind of an awkward. It's kind of an awkward spot though, sadly.
DLC Rival has one, I know that. In Scarlet Violet in the champion battle, but else Drayden has one too, but his ace is Saxorus.
Yeah,
Else,
but honestly, that actually makes sense though for the ace of the Pokemon to be a Pokemon of that region.
your rival in Black White 2 has one too, but his ace is the starter again. Would have been so much better if Flygon was Dragon Bug type, and not Dragon Dragon Ground.
Well, if it was Dragon Bug type, it's a bit of a hard choice to choose. Because first off, think about all the trainers that could be used. Most bug type trainers or opponents are low ranking. The only one in particular that's really noteworthy is Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron's the only bug type trainer that honestly is even noteworthy. And even then, would Aaron even use Flygon? No. Aaron's ace technically isn't even a pure bug type if you think about it. His ace being a
He even
Drapion.
had what was it called?
Drapion.
Bug flying off Gen 3. Is that a bug of Gen 3?
No, the earliest. I don't think there's any.
But
There's
two
no
dogs-
ground. There's no ground. There's no bug type trainers, bug type high ranking members. Only really, technically the Frontier Brains would even probably have a chance even having a Flygon. But even then, well, yeah, Flygon's kind of in such an awkward position. But let's stop talking about Flygon and Garchomp. Let's get to the next Pokemon.
Beautifly. I always ask myself, why did Aaron had a Beautifly in Diamond Pearl?
Because it was a bug type that was actually only available in the game. I mean, why did Flint have 2 fire types in his team?
Lopunny and Steelix, because they knew Firefang and Sunny Day. The only reason some Pokemon were given to them is because, yeah, he can learn Fire Punch, Fire Fang, Sunny Day, or one of the other elemental moves.
Which honestly, in that case, it actually makes sense as to why Inferno became so popular, though, because how so few fire types. And the only other option was literally Ponyta. And Ponyta is, well, Ponyta.
Yeah.
Next was Munchlax.
Munchlax.
Forgot that
Okay.
Aaron also had
The one that
Dust
actually
Type.
May had in the anime was definitely kind of a comedic one.
Yeah.
But overall, I don't think Munchlax is really that great of a Pokemon. Although
He's funny. Mace Munchlax is just funny with Solar Beam or his thing habits.
Although, if you recall, in particular, Mel, when I mentioned before one of my most hated Pokemon battles I've ever actually fought, there was one Pokemon that managed to survive and help beat that first Pokemon in question, and that was a Munchlax. It was actually the event Munchlax that I got, and I was able to actually beat a team of literally not beat a team though. I was able to actually beat one of those damn Ultra Beasts, a Xurkitree. It would beat one of them before I lost the second one, and it was like one of those classic. It took literally 6 Pokemon just to beat one. Just to beat one. So honestly,
Oh yeah, that's right.
in general, I'm gonna put this in the bottom of A- because of that alone. Also, not to mention as well, and also having Happy Hour, I was able to actually easily use it just to kind of spam attacks like that. So handy.
But like I said, I like Munchlax because of Mace, and because of how funny the moment was when Mace Kitty used Solar Beam in the Grand Festival, because no one knew that Munchlax knew Solar Beam
Yeah.
back then.
Next up is Lucario and Riolu. Okay.
Can I begin with it?
It's Lucario.
I like-
But not actually
I like-
Lucario.
I like them, but they are so overhyped to the point that it's killing me partly.
I think Lucario actually kind of deserves its favoritism. Like honestly, Lucario honestly is become an iconic Pokemon It deserves its iconic. And if you think about it, it was one of the Pokemon that fans begged for Ash to get. And lo and behold, look at one of the Pokemon in Pokemon Fan Service Journeys gives us.
My problem with Ash Lucario is just it's not Sir Aaron's Lucario and it's not the one from the other episode in Sinnoh with
And you guys wanted
Hunter-
this.
Hunter
You
Jane.
wanted this.
We begged. I mean, honestly, if you think about it though, before Journeys came out, what were Pokemon that Pokemon fans begged for Ash to have? More than
Legendary.
likely, if you think about it,
Legendaries to the most part.
yeah. Well, exclude legendaries in particular, and even more so, even in terms of fan fictions, though, I almost kind of do in a way see, like sometimes in certain ones, Ash usually ends up with a Lucario. Usually, sometimes.
Yeah, but that's just because of Sir Aaron his bond with Sir Aaron's and the Riolu from the two-parter series. Because most of the time it's either one of them that ends up with Ash.
Yeah, or it's usually always one Ash usually always hatches from an egg randomly that he usually gets for certain reason. But then there's also, I believe, what Pokemon in particular is that? I'm trying to think. Then there's also
Dragonite, Gengar.
no, yeah, those all the Pokemon that Ash got in Journeys are all Pokemon that people actually requested and wanted Ash to get, and they're all fan service. Like that's literally Ash's entire team. That's why I don't really care for it
I
as
would
much.
say I would exclude to that Dragovish, but that's just because no one likes him.
Dracovish, honestly, for me, the reason why they wanted Dracovish was because literally, in terms of Pokemon, Dracovish was probably one of the most popular fossils at the time. So they wanted to give Ash a popular Pokemon. I think Dracovish was actually fairly popular because I think Dracovish had the very much busted moveset that made it was always getting competitive. And I wanted Ash to win in
Dracovish
Journeys.
was far more popular than Dracovish. But he also had Savage, of course.
Which I honestly probably is one of Ash's worst Pokemon he's gotten. I genuinely I think actually Palpitoad is better than Surfetch.
Problem with Savage is just it became irrelevant the moment Riolu evolved.
But can we discuss? Well, we discussed Surfetch. We get to like Galar though. Next up actually is the Pokemon that honestly makes people always question how strong Ash is.
Yeah, with his 79 kilo or what it was. Was that Lavitar? After 79 kilo. Wait.
Cosmon.
Pignite had 151 kilo. One had 60, 70 something.
Do you even lift, bro? Yeah. Well, obviously, Hippowdon and the other hippo Pokemon, I forget its name.
Hippopotas.
Hippopotas. It's one of the Pokemon in particular, I would say, whereas verse form, gender form is different enough that it stands out, but when it evolves, it just becomes exactly the same, just kind of sort of a letdown. So in a way, I'm actually going to give it a B tier for the originality and how creative it is with the color scheme for gender differences, but I'm actually going to rate it low for Hippowdon because honestly, it's a letdown for that.
I looked it up and Pignite is 110. Yes, I don't know what that is. Thing. Hippopotas is 100 and Lavita is 150. So, do you even live, bro?
Those Pokemon were holding an air balloon.
And now we come to the menace that is Drapion.
Do you even live, bro?
Okay, well, Drapion, Mel, you were there when I played Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, right? And
Yep,
how,
I was there.
granted, Mel, I remember correctly, Mel, you were actually was supposed to be on the team as a fire type Pokemon, that ended up having to
Yeah.
scrap though at a certain point in time. I mean, I had some team switches a little bit, but one Pokemon on the team that actually was added on there was in fact a Drapion, which I called Luna, and that Drapion single-handedly was able to actually tank Cynthia's Gastrodon's Earthquake twice, allowing me the perfect time to set up toxic spikes so I could use it for the rest of the fight. All while I actually made sure also getting rid of her Roserade, which was my main priority. Granted, it also meant that basically I was kind of sort of stuck with Cynthia, who could heal her Pokemon though. However, because I was kind of sort of smart in a way, I was able to actually kind of beat her Pokemon. Which, in fact, for me, Drapion is actually going to get A tier for that.
Well, for me, it's the reason I like Drapion is because Drapion is the only one of the few wins as Gliscor got against Paul's Drapion. But that was Hunter J's Drapion a menace.
Oh yeah, and Drapion being used as a menacing Pokemon, honestly, it deserves its level of being a menace. It deserves to be a menace. Even in Pokemon, even in Legends Arceus though, the one Drapion in the middle area, in like the coastal plains, definitely terrifying, right? And also Scroopy's kind of fine, B tier.
Yep.
Next up is
Let's move
Carnivine, which obviously it's one of those Pokemon that is actually made funny because of James.
What? No, that's not. No, that's not the next one.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's
We
Krogan.
already did Toxic
No, we
Rogue.
did Krogan when we
Oh, well.
did the two from the Team Galactic admins.
Oh, never mind. Okay, then I'm putting that one in S tier because Brock.
Yeah.
Because it's funny.
Especially the fact that literally Krogan is the only one, that Cynthia is the only person who Krogan actually made stop with the poison jab.
I know.
But funny for me is with James and his Calvine is the fact that James has with Calvine, Chimeco, Technia, and Victory Bell, 4 Pokemon that love him so much that he sometimes cause pain to him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm putting Carnivine in B tier because in Legends Arceus they're kind of annoying, and they're really annoying to kind of find because they always seem to aggro towards you, and they're always there. But is also kind of B tier because James is also was the funniest one.
okay, you know what? You could say it's getting a hot. I'm giving it a high A tier.
Like I said, for me, James has to go to a doctor and check himself out with how many times he was bitten in the head by
I know!
Bell or Carnivine.
Cacnea.
Cacnea was most of the time the neck or the stomach, but both Carnivine, Marini, and Victory Bell.
They're trying to eat James. Like seriously, Victory Bell and Kaguya.
And Marini too. Forgot.
Yeah,
about
seriously.
Marini.
How is James still alive?
I have no idea.
Like seriously, you think like throughout the time that they tried to eat James, the stomach acid would have like burned his skin or something?
Well, next up is some more fish water type Pokemon.
Some more fees.
First off, let's look at Mantine, aka the pre-evolution to Mantine.
Another dumb baby Pokemon. Ventike
Honestly,
is another dumb baby Pokemon.
yeah, I'm gonna put it in probably joining it in the other Pokemon in particular. Probably C minus because I don't really care for it as much. Although not C tier because I did find.
I just don't like baby Pokemon. I like some of them, but others is just so dumb and so boring.
Yeah,
Like I hate Igglybuff, uh, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Entike, Budu, and not Chimecho, the pre-evo,
Chingling.
Tingling. Is it just so god awful? Because they are so freaking weak.
There's probably the whole point behind it.
Yeah, but the problem with them is just I never use them because I just use the evolutions. Even if I use them. Because most of the time you can find the evolutions around the time you find the the baby forms.
That's fair. Well, next up I believe actually is Finneon and Luminion, which honestly for me,
The most forgetful fish Pokemon.
yeah, really forgettable.
Yeah.
It become a meme that it's so forgetful.
Yeah, it's just forgettable. Like you wouldn't even realize that it was actually in the Pokédex unless you found out about it.
I only know about it all the time because it's so forgetful.
That is kind of actually sad to say. Next up is
The
Snover
one
and Obama Snow.
the Pokemon with the most weaknesses. I think they have like 13 weaknesses.
Is as hard as cold as snow.
Hmm.
Has
Probably one of the weakest ice types in a Pokemon game. You know, but Snover honestly is at least C minus. While Obama Snow is C tier because of the whole classic joke calling it, you know, Obama Snow. That's it. That's the whole joke.
I'm I'm not a fan of those dumb jokes really.
It's just dumb when I do sometimes. It's not even that major deal.
For me it's just a C tier. It's so forgetful. The only rememberable thing is Candice and Wolfric's Obama Snow. That's the only rememberable thing about them in the anime.
Yep.
Yes, yes,
Next up is Weavile, which obviously no effect. That was actually I believe actually I was actually with Cyrus's ace,
Hmm.
and also say
so even throwback was
Weavile
his
also
ace.
being if I remember correctly was also shown in the Lucario movie. Which actually,
Yep.
if you really think about it, though, that means Lucario Mystery of the Mew showed two Pokemon from Gen 4
What
before
anime did
Gen
it
4
too?
released.
Did it too when Brock's um, Prevo of Suluwudo was introduced. They appeared also two rewrites.
Yeah, but we've always never really that popular though in general.
I
First
like
part,
Mhm.
Rewire.
C plus for me for Weavile. Never really kind of did much with it.
It's an A plus for me, an A Pokemon for me. I like it.
Yep.
Oh, did I put it? Uh,
Magnezone.
I like
Ah, the
Magnezone.
final evolution of Magnemite.
I actually
I
like
like
I actually like
Magnezone.
Magnezone, though I think honestly maybe not really as much as I do other steel types in particular, but I do actually like it. Magnezone honestly deserves some level of credit for being such a cool mon, but plus also
Yeah.
it was one of the Pokemon in particular that I actually used in my original Pokemon Sun team, where I literally had the weakness of actually a fighting type Pokemon. Not on purpose though. I didn't do it on purpose. I just wasn't really thinking. Plus, also I chose Ash Greninja. I also had Ash Greninja though as well. So let's be fair. I was in the mood of using Ash Greninja. Okay.
For me,
Mhm.
the whole, all of the Gen 4 evolutions I can put into two different directions. Because for me, most of them are the same places, around the same places.
About the same place though.
For me, Magnezone, I like Magnezone, Magmortar, Electivire, Togekiss, and Frostless, while the rest are just there for me.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. Yeah.
And
Magnezone
Gliscor
for me,
and
put on B minus. Look at tongue.
I forgot how
C
many.
plus. Look
I
at
forgot
tongue.
how many.
Look at tongue actually B minus because of the Darkrai movie. Rhyperior C tier because about mid. Tangrowth C plus is a pretty cool Pokemon. Electivire A plus
Spoilers.
because of both
Okay, you know what?
Call and one for the game. Magmortar
There, like the
uh
fire gets S tier because of Gary.
oh yeah, and Paul. Magmortar B minus because of Paul. But also because honestly in my opinion, Magmortar should have been dual type.
And no, I'm not kidding. I'm literally not kidding.
In the
Yes,
mo-
I put
in,
Electivire in S tier because of Gary's.
Gary
in the most
Yeah, Gary motherfucking Oak.
dramatic
Hey, he made his Electivire look awesome.
that's just fair. And
in
there's the
the
Togekiss, which honestly for me gets C plus because of the Serene Grace
it's
funny
adorable.
thing, you know. But
It's
also because
adorable.
then there's Yamega. Then there's Yamega. Yamega, honestly, a based Pokemon, I would say that Jessie has on her team. Based, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Based. All I'm gonna say.
Omega
Based.
is still the most evilest thing Team Rocket did.
If you really think
Where
about
they
it, though.
stole it, where they stole it from that one boy.
But what's really funny though is that literally it was actually given back to Jessie because it was like, oh, we've already got like 50 of them.
Yeah.
I got 50 of them, so here you go.
It was the
You know what I
most
wonder though?
evilest thing they did.
You know what I wonder? I wonder actually if Team Rocket. I wonder if Giovanni did secretly just give that Pokemon to Jessie for catching it. You know?
Oh yeah.
If Giovanni secretly cares for some of his grunts.
Yeah, he goes somewhat aggressive. Wow. Empathize to the day where Giovanni just didn't care.
But like I said, for me,
Otherwise, honestly, it's Steve tier. But it was definitely one of the most terrifying Pokemon.
yeah.
You know what time it
Now
is?
the two evolutions.
It's evolution time!
Yep.
I love Glaceon, but I fucking hate Leafeon.
Yeah, like, Leafeon, yeah. I'm putting Leafeon in
is
C tier,
so forgetful weak.
and
Yeah, honestly-
Glaceon is A
Glaceon
tier.
is adorable.
I do like most evolutions equally though. Like I mentioned before, say for Umbreon, which is my personal favorite of the ones. But Leafeon for me, honestly, in my opinion, I'll put it below Jolteon and Glaceon. I will put it actually above Flareon. You
Like I
know,
said, for me,
or actually
don't
below
like-
Flareon.
I don't like Flareon and Leafeon. The rest I like, but I'm not a fan of Flareon and Leafeon.
Yeah. Well, remember we only one other evolution left, but we'll deal with that when we get to Gen 6.
Well, that's
Yeah.
my second favorite evolution. As in front of Glaceon.
Yep.
So the whole Rotom family. Oops, forgot. I already did the next ones.
Yep.
Best call for me is it's adorable, but it just didn't have many battles in the anime.
Although, I believe actually, was it Cynthia? Did Cynthia have a Glaceon on her team?
Yeah,
I believe she does.
think in
Definitely a terrifying one.
Platinum, I think she had one. In the anime, she had one. I know that because of Black White.
Yeah. Well, next is Gliscor.
Beskar was adorable in the anime, but the problem is it just had nearly no battles.
Yeah, Gliscor is kind of honestly one of Ash's weirdest Pokemon he's caught. Honestly, in my opinion, though,
Hey, I like it.
I mean, I like it though. And I do like the episode of how it evolves though, to saving Ash's life because it's afraid of flight. It's like afraid of flying.
And that is why it's giving me A tier for me.
But also, I'm putting in B tier.
Yeah, A tier because it saved Ash's life.
Also, I
Next
looked it
is
up.
Mamoswine.
I looked it
Oh,
up.
oh yeah, Mail Swine.
Yes,
Dawn owned it, and it went through a same obedience. It went through a Charizard fate.
I looked it up, and Cynthia only has a Glaceon in Black and White 2. It's the only time she has one.
Okay. And then that actually falls in
Oh.
line whenever you fight when you see Cynthia in the anime. Though, which is usually around the time doing the whole Black 2, White 2 thing.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I don't
Yep.
like. It's for me. Mamoswine is for me a Pokemon that just exists. In no, PM7 loves it to the death, okay, but it's just that it's just there for me. And I think Gold is away again.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Mhm.
Clear.
I know you're back.
Yeah. Kind of difficult areas in its own right. Well, next up actually is Mamoswine.
Yep, as I said, this thing went to a same phase as Ash's Charizard in the anime.
Now, here's the thing.
Yep.
Mamoswine, honestly, is kind of an interesting one. I think, honestly, I'll probably put it in B tier. You know, I don't really see it really being that amazing. But it's not really that bad of a Pokemon. Actually, no, maybe B minus, though. I don't really... I mean, it's in the middle, though. Porygon Z.
I love the Porygon evolutions. I don't
Porygon
know
Z.
why.
B
I
minus
thought
for
them
Porygon Z,
adorable.
but I never really kind of cared for it. Never used one.
It gets the A tier because of that one Pokemon Bridge I watched.
But for me, I don't know why, but I just like Porygon 2 and Porygon Z. Even though I never used them, they're just adorable for me.
Honestly, next up is Gallade. Now, Gallade in a BDSP, I did name it Gallade. Did have a Gallade on my team. It's actually the only time I actually did not use a Gardevoir on my team. Instead, I used a Gallade, and that Gallade actually was also pretty decent. So I'll probably put it in B plus tier. You know?
I like Glade, but it's Gen 4 learns that is just so terrible.
But one thing I want to crap about Gallade though is Wally in the remakes.
Yeah.
Honestly, Gallade actually fits Wally perfectly. You know?
Why wasn't it introduced in Gen 3?
No, but in the remake.
No,
Yeah,
I'm talking about Glade. Why wasn't Glade introduced in Gen 3?
I do not know.
It makes more sense because Wally fits perfectly to Glade.
I do not know for sure. That's all I really can answer.
Yeah.
Maybe because they had no idea to do split evolutions at that point.
No, no,
Don't
no, no,
know.
no, no. They had that because technically, if you think about it, Slowbro exists. Slowpoke
Yeah,
exists,
right.
and also
And Eevee.
Slow Slowpoke, the Clamperl, um, Wormpole.
Eevee.
Yeah, so they know how to do it though. But next up actually is Probopass, which
Is another Pokemon that it's there if it's if it, with its gigantic nose.
it's a meme.
It's just so funny because it's one of the Pokemon. When you would say to me, it can smell everything on the world, I would believe it. I'm surprised how fast we are getting through Sinnoh.
No.
Yeah. Well, Probopass
Yep.
honestly for me is kind of just mid, so honestly kind of C tier.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna have to say the same because
only thing. Has had also never really a good episode in the anime. Really, for me, it's both anime and the games that count. And
Yeah.
has had just a bad filler episode, really.
Oh yeah. Next up actually is Dusknoir. Personally, for me,
Asma is
exclude
funny
ex-
because
excluding legendary Pokemon, I would say Dusknoir probably one of my favorite Ghost type Pokemon.
yeah, I gotta say like this one's a B tier for me.
A
Asma is
plus,
funny
A
because
plus because Explorers of Sky, Dusknoir being a really good villain,
but
and also not only that though, but also
always does
in also in
more.
the also in the game, BDSP, Brilliant Diamond, I actually had a Dusknoir on my team, which I named Susie, and became one of my really strong aces, even near the end when the fight was getting really, really tough.
What's funny for me is I don't even like Duskna mostly because of Mystery Dungeon, but because of Ash's fight against Conway, where Conway had a Duskna that was just OP with Trick Room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Next up is Frostlass. Obviously, a Pokemon that
I
you
love
actually can get
Frostlass.
with some unique style, and also with its lore being kind of
And
creepy. I mean,
terrifying.
it's granted it's a ghost type Pokemon, so honestly, creepy lore makes sense. It makes sense, right? I
Hmm.
mean, what other
Still,
ghost? What other ghost? I mean, how many ghost types can you think of that do not have a creepy lore involved with them?
But the thing with Frostlass is just it goes into overdrive with the combination of its ice typing.
Not to mention as well, also, Frostlasses are, well, obviously, lasses, aka they are 100% female. There are no male just like there are no male Frostlasses. However, you can't get
Oh,
a male. However, you can't get a male Gardevoir or male
yeah,
Lopunny.
but you can get a male Gallade. A female Gallade.
Honestly, it'd be really funny to see a female Gallade.
But it's like it's with the rights line, like um with the Snowrun line. You can get a a female Glalie, but you can't get a male Frostlass. You can get a male Gardevoir, but you can't get a female Gallade.
Here is the thing, with Frostlass though, what I'm definitely kind of glad for Frostlass is that the fact that Snowrun can evolve into either form. Yes, regardless of what you choose, you get either form. That is actually really handy. You know, that is handy compared to any Pokemon in particular. Because obviously, let's look at the different Pokemon in line in comparison. Even in Gen 4, you have Combi, one of the most useless Pokemon you ever can get if you get a male one.
Yeah, like me in a Nuzlocke.
Yes. So when you get yourself basically, so that's why you get a female Combi to get yourself Vespiquen. Which honestly, if you think about it, Aaron honestly is dedicated to get. Was dedicated to get himself a Vespiquen. He was dedicated, right?
Does he even have a Vespiquen?
I think he does.
You know he has Scarabon and Cheryl and Scizor, I think.
Let me see. Let's see.
I think he has one, but I'm not sure.
Can I get? Can I look at? Can I look at his team though? Bulbapedia. Can you not be stupid and let me see his team?
Look at his Platinum team. Yeah, he has one.
Sorry,
The Mega,
Bulbapedia is
Scizor,
being completely stupid.
the Mega Scizor, Heracross,
Here,
Vespiquen,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Drapion.
with his ace being Drapion.
Yeah. And in Diamond he has Beautifly and Dustox instead of Scizor and the Mega.
Yeah.
I don't understand why he has a Dustox and Beautifly instead of Yanmega in Diamond Pearl and
Oh, here we go. Got it.
Pearl.
Here we go. Found it. No. He still has a Vespiquen in Diamond and Pearl. In fact, Aaron's one of Aaron's one of the two Elite Four members who's one of the three Elite Four members actually whose teams were never really sort of screwed over because of how Gen 4's initial teams were built.
Yeah,
In
with
Platinum, honestly, the only difference though with Platinum though, actually, no, he still has Vespiquen. He still has Vespiquen in Platinum as well.
but Hohenbergs get
And it also his
paid
and
out.
also his Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl team does not change at all. Literally, Aaron's probably the only person in particular who actually has no real change. Like he is the same around. And he's had Vespiquen in all four Elite Four battles.
Yeah.
So that is honestly, kudos to him, because Vespiquen is a very hard Pokemon to get in any Pokemon game besides Legends Arceus. Even the game actually debuted in. So kudos to him. Kudos. He deserves
Just
it.
looked it up. Tata has Quagsire and
That's
no,
no, I'm not talking
the
about that.
Widow.
We're not really talking about that. We're only talking about Aaron and his best Pokemon, because that's. And then other Pokemon actually honestly have split evolution lines.
Realize.
There's not really
Is
many.
it Lucy?
There's not really many if you think about it. But
Yeah.
split evolution lines, besides for the evolution line, are kind of weird and always difficult to actually kind of plan out. But with
Weird
Frost
that we
Slash,
haven't
honestly,
gotten
I don't know how. How do I rate Frost Slash? Because Frost Slash is unique. You have the whole creepy lore with it, which is definitely kind of unnerving in its own right. You have its, female aspects, which is what it is known for, because it's a female ice maiden who traps trainers into
For me,
their house and just use it based. And it's one of those. It's used in those creepy lores that you can always think about. Then there's also the time, I believe, if I remember correctly, Candace had a Frost Slash, right? In her gym
in the
fight.
games, was in the games, not in the anime.
I thought she had one in the anime.
No, in the anime he had Snowrunt, Sneasel, Medicham, and Bomb Snow.
Hold on a sec.
He only had Frostless in Platinum.
Aha, yes, that makes sense. Because that's what I had for me.
Also, there's another Pokemon that just doesn't get used in Diamond Pearl. Then
Pokemon didn't actually
Kansas.
exist, though.
Diamond Pearl?
Pokemon didn't really. Well, it wasn't actually made. Yeah, blah blah. And type. Yeah. Okay, yeah, okay. So Diamond Pearl, she didn't have a Frost Slash, she had a Medicham, which makes no sense. And then her Platinum gym fight, she does have a Frost Slash. No, Frost Slash is her ace in
Yeah,
Platinum.
in Platinum. But not in the anime.
That
In
actually
the
was.
anime is still a Bomb Snow.
And then her Snowpoint gym leader team is obviously her same team from Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Then also let's see Candace anime. Which obviously I believe if I'm correct. Also, if I remember correctly though, isn't Candace also related to Zoe? Or is that just
They were friends, childhood friends, Zoe and Candice.
Also,
Zoe is
really think about it though, Candace makes
Yeah,
the
but-
least sense in her outfit wise as an ice type gym leader. If you really think about it. Just like similar how, like, honestly, if you're Dawn or you're wearing that very short skirt and you're going into the, I don't know, the snow and stuff, like, why? Like, seriously, why? I mean, at least BDSP allowed you to actually be able to kind of sort of change your outfits, which actually made more sense. But also, why would you wear if you look at Kansas' attire, why?
Because she can.
Either on now, if Candace was a fire type trainer, that would make sense though, because she would be all fired up. She had the fire in her body, in her soul, ready for, I don't know, action. But no.
For me, it's more like, I think for her, her attire is more to learn to resist the cold. Why are we using 5 minutes on Frostlass?
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, 4-on-4. Sneasel, Metachan, Snover, then Obama Snow. Okay, Candace honestly is probably one of the only Pokemon gym leader. So actually, now that I think about it though, this is actually the second gym leader in the Pokemon anime to actually use a Pokemon not of her type. That's actually kind of crazy. I actually had forgot about that entirely. I always thought of Blaine being the most infamous example, you know, right? But I didn't realize she
Yeah,
Candace only one. Also, if you think about it, Frostlash should have been actually been used for Candace instead of Metachan.
well, well,
But also, if you think about
Claire
it though,
also has
but if you really think about it though, think about it. Candace using Metachan fit perfectly in the games because that's what she used in the games. As for the Snover, I think maybe because Snover and Abomasnow were there and was mainly the main focus, and they wanted to kind of show off both evolution lines together in a gym fight. But honestly, they could just had a Snover that evolved to Abomasnow, but or else in a Weavile. But then again, also I believe actually Paul had a Weavile or Cyrus had a Weavile. I don't know if it Weavile them in particular. As for Frostlash, there is certain someone that I know who actually used a Frostlash to beat the entirety of Pokemon Sword and Shield. But granted, I'm probably putting it in B tier because I don't really think Frostlash is. I think Frostlash is just one of those most uniquely interesting Pokemon in its own right. It is neither good nor is it neither bad.
for me with Candice. The thing is, you can't really make anything with her because the item for Weavile is after the main game. Uh, I don't know why didn't get Frostlass. Then it doesn't fit really for her.
I mean, it's ice type.
Mom's
I
like,
mean, not as an ace though, but as an ice type Pokemon, it does fit. But actually, I do actually like how Frostlash is Candace's ace in Platinum.
yeah. The problem with you could have given her Rotom, but the problem with Rotom is in Diamond Pearl Platinum, all Rotom forms are Ghost Electric.
Unless you guys aren't typing. It becomes
Only,
Ghost Fire, Ghost Water,
only,
Ghost.
no, only in Gen 5 it started with them being Ghost Electric, Water Electric, Fire Electric, Ice
Oh
Electric,
yeah, but if I remember
Light,
correctly though,
and Grass
technically I
Electric.
must have actually shiny Rotom in Legends Arceus though. Right. Well,
I don't know.
remember? Mel?
Yeah.
A shiny Rotom in Legends Arceus.
Oh shit. Shiny Rotom and Legends Arceus. I
As
can
for,
remember
as
that.
for the entire Rotom line, I honestly don't really kind of care for him as much, so putting all of them in B minus. Although
Yeah.
the one Rotom episode in the anime, it was actually funny.
I actually like Rotom Normal, Rotom Wash, Rotom Fan, and Rotom Mower. Because I don't know why, but for Rotom Mower and Rotom Fan, but Rotom Wash was one of the Pokemon I used the most in Pokemon Black and White. In a team with Rotom Wash,
Oh yeah,
Crocodile, Dragon, and three others, which was a team that I used so many times over so many playthroughs
well,
because I kept trading them around.
I right now we got into the big ones.
Oh yeah, it's time for Here comes the Lake Trio. The one oh yeah, funny thing about the Lake Trio. Brock. I think the one with knowledge is the one that Brock connects
Brock,
with.
Uxie, Mesprit, Dawn, Azelf, Ash.
I
Yep.
love Azelf. The other two are just meh for me. I don't know why, but Azelf is for me my favorite of the trio. But others are just A or just B tier.
Honestly, Lake Trio, I never. Here's the funny part. because I had 999 Master Balls, I never dealt with the annoying aspect of the Lake Trio actually running. I just instantly Master Balled them.
Oh, the annoying part with the Lake Trios, I think it's Yuxi that is roaming.
Oh no, all three are roaming legendaries. I just had 999 Master Balls. Or 900 Master Balls. I just used the Master Balls anyway. Like I didn't even bother. Like it was that easy. Like if I actually had my original Platinum team and I looked at my Azelf, Yuxi, and Mesprit I had on there, I kid you not, all three are in Master Balls. Like
And that's easy with 999 Master Balls.
Oh, plus I also was 10 at the time, so forgive me for being a 10-year-old kid who just found out he had the greatest candy in the world, Master Balls.
I want to put one Pokemon in the trash bin here, but I just can't get to it. But yeah, I like I said, I love Azelf for some reason. I don't know why, particularly, but I just love it. And Yuxi and Mesprit, I don't know, they are for me B tier. Out.
As for honestly, as Pokemon in particular, I'm gonna probably put them actually in C because even then they're kind of all right. I think Legends Arceus. No. Legends Arceus actually made them really well. They deserve credit in Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is their best encounter version of them. So honestly,
I think Black 2
B tier,
comes also
B tier because
close
honestly
to
because
that.
their trials actually were really fun and difficult.
Black 2 for me is good for them because there you can just catch them and they don't run away.
Next up, you already know what's next though. I know what's next.
Helga A, Palkia F, I will Yelga F, I will Palkia F. I don't like either of the primal forms.
And should we count their Arceus forms also?
Ordinary Origin forms? Yes, we are counting them.
Okay.
Because the origin Palkia and Yelga, I hate them, the designs in the origin form. And Palkia is just a Pokemon that was ruined for me ever since someone pointed out that it looks like a dick.
Yeah, Dialga, honestly for me, A+ tier because the whole primal Dialga thing.
If Primal Dialga was in there, Primal Dialga would be S
I
plus
think
tier.
honestly Dialga needs S- tier. Because I do actually like Dialga.
Dialga
As
is
for the
S
origin Dialga, I think honestly it's A+. I do think it's actually a cool Pokemon, and also its battle's pretty cool as well. But honestly, I would say Legends Arceus benefited Dialga better than it did its other form, other counterpart.
I don't like it. I don't like the Dialga and Palkia's origin forms. I don't like the designs just looks weird to me.
Yeah.
And Palkia is just... Ever since that moment over 10 years ago, it was ruined for me.
Yeah. Palkia is a bit.
For the first time, some legendaries actually go below the B tier for me. With Palkia, Primal Dialga, Origin Palkia, Origin Dialga, and Palkia.
Yeah. Palkia is not that bad of Pokemon. I think honestly, what really puts Palkia probably for me A minus is honestly because the legendaries from Construct, which was an old thing. As for Palkia's origin form, I honestly don't actually like it. I'm gonna put it in C tier though because it's honestly its weakest form in particular. Weakest form design wise. Also, Palkia as well falls in the same boat as Lugia, who honestly doesn't make sense of being the wrong typing.
I don't know, I can't find it anymore, but I once saw a meme where Palkia and Lugia went to Arceus and asked him why they had those typings. Why Palkia was water type and Lugia psychic type and not the other way around.
Yeah.
Because psychic type makes far more sense for me for Palkia than water. I think they go with Area Palkia Giratina, they go with liquids, the 3 states of matter. Liquids, solid, liquid, and gas.
Yeah.
Area being solid, Palkia liquid, and Giratina gas. Or plasma could also be, but it's more likely that Giratina is gas.
Next up is Heatran, which Legends Arceus has a pretty cool fight, but overall, I don't know. No. Heatran is B tier because it does have a point where it makes an appearance in the Arceus Pokemon movie.
Yeah. Well, it's more of a special than a movie.
Oh no! I'm talking about Arceus and Jewel of Life.
Oh yeah.
Also in the same episode where we mentioned the whole thing with, what was it? I believe, the Gibble in the cave thing was also where Heatran showed up. I think as well.
Yeah.
I think Heatran also showed up there as well.
I have to show you that. One thing. Give me a moment.
The Heatran in the anime.
The Heatran from
And I'm gonna say it's Team Galactic's fault.
Oh yeah.
Put it
It's all their fault.
Oh yeah. Heatran
in
appeared
the screenshot.
in Journeys. Wait, it was in Journeys. Wait, look, Team Galactic appeared in Journeys apparently.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't even realize that.
And you know what their plan is? They're trying to bring so gold. Let me tell you their plan in that special. They're trying to bring back Cyrus.
So this actually was in the Arceus Chronicles. This is actually sort of separate things. This is actually related to Ash and the others.
Yes, and I meant, like I said, gold. They're trying to. Team Galactic is trying to bring back Cyrus.
Oh wait, In the old
I'm
family
kidding.
blend, no, in an old family blend, a trainer's Heatran was seen entering the Lily Valley Conference. Wow. So there actually was a second legendary that was supposed to come up here?
Yeah. Oh, that was the only time part. Should I say we don't know whose Citron that was?
But Heatran
The
showed
one
up.
that appeared in an old family plan. It could
Heatran
be
only,
Tobias's, but we don't know it for sure.
but
yeah,
what
the
did
plot. Yeah. Team Galactus plan. I've already said it. They're trying to bring back Cyrus.
Heatran did appear in the Zorak movie as an illusion,
Oh, don't listen to
but
me.
otherwise,
Great.
Heatran's kind of just mid. So honestly, B
Yep.
minus though. Next up is
Yep.
Regigigas, who honestly, you might need 5 minutes before it finally does something. So,
I don't
so
like
Melly, wanna watch some
Regigigas.
funny? So Melly, wanna watch some funny videos?
Sure. Okay. Sure.
It's having a slow start.
All right.
I don't like Regigigas. I don't know why. But I just don't like its design for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just.
It's meh at best. Disliked at most for me.
Yeah. Heatran's is interesting, and also Regigigas in its own right.
Regigigas also appeared in the Giratina movie where it stopped the freaking glacier.
Also, if I remember correctly, I think that special. Yeah, the special of Heatran. I think it's still on Netflix. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, honestly, Regigigas honestly for me is just C.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. Actually, no. I put him in B tier. Actually.
And
So up next is the one, the only. He's our Lord and Savior.
oh, that Mel, you had to repeat that again.
Okay. Next is our Lord and Savior, the one that this dead cold praises like so many times.
I love Giratina, but it's
Guaranteed.
for me not one of my favorite Pokemon. It's an S plus tier, but still,
Like,
Yes.
it's not in my
generally
top
speaking,
20.
there are no other Pokemon that honestly would ever like. If ever I should have created an S, if any Pokemon that appears in S plus tier, honestly deserves to be on there. Deserves that ranking.
Why do you even like Giratina that much, Gold? Can you tell me that?
Yeah.
I like Giratina, but not that much.
For
Some in
me,
S plus tier.
for me, the reason why I liked Guarantee so much, though, was literally the fact that, well, for starters, Pokemon Platinum was my first Pokemon game I actually kind of played. You know? And
Yeah.
at the very beginning, though, not much is going on, though. Like, look at the Guarantees opening when you first see it, right? Dialga and Palkia are of a peer, right? Or the portal stuff. They're doing all those things. The red chain. Portal shows up. Cyrus like looks down, wondering what's going on. Or actually, heck, why don't we show it off?
I know why, but I don't know why you like it. I know the scene, but I don't know why exactly you like it so much. I
Let's
like
put it the entirety of the whole
Giratina.
cutscene with Garantina. First off, look at the opening. Look at how Garantina does the whole thing. All right. Garantina
Yes,
was okay. First off,
for me,
obviously for ghost types, it's one thing as well. But look at the opening right here. First off, you've just beaten up. You've literally just beaten up the Mars and Jupiter. Cyrus is right there, ready to summon Dialga and Palkia. Ready to do that. He wants to use the powers of the Pokemon. Okay, no dimension. He does this. The power. Like, just boom. All that stuff going on. All the crazy red chains. He summons Dialga. Summons Palkia.
I know it, Gold.
You
You have played.
and then the late trio comes into play. The powers of the Cyrus is ready actually to fight you. You always think it's like another battle, and then suddenly, Patrick's being enraged. Something's going on. Something's wrong. A black portal shows up, and then eyes.
There he is!
Giant claw, giant tentacle appears. Interesting. Just at the very beginning, and then right here. Now there's definitely also a creepy horror story that actually features a Garantina in it, which is really good. It's been a long time since I've read it though. And then you get literally this. Regardless, fools are sorry, like, I got powers, nothing. And then wait for it. The smile right there. The smile. And like eyesight any more interfere. And then boom! Jump scare. That right there. If you really want to think about it, that just causes you to jump. Like, that will make you jump. Like,
What?
that makes you jump. Guaranteed is the best interest in Pokemon games. And then, let's not forget the fact that Giratina... No. That's not fair as well. As a bonus. Oh, let's look at this. Look at this right. This is pretty badass. Pokemon Generations Episode 11, New World, the New World. Cyrus battling Dialga and Palkia fighting off against Giratina. That's pretty badass. Right there. And then...
The reason I like...
Wait, hold on. Let me continue. This is sort of my sort of thing. And then, here. One of the best areas for legendary Pokemon. The only thing you're disturbing is a little bit. But look
The
at this.
distortion world.
Distortion world. Right? Cyrus has been kidnapped. All this are gone. You're traveling around, traveling about. All this stuff going on. Mess for use of accuracy, the crazy enough. And then eventually get to a certain point where literally at one point in particular, you stop. And then you literally get a moment when Giratina shows up. So there's Cyrus there. And those
This
times
is his home.
gone. You get a brief moment of when Giratina goes flying by. And you see him just float by. All that stuff. All in more, so I'm trying to find it a little bit. I'm seeing it a little bit. Because I'm doing it a little bit. And then also go upside down. And then the upside down surf. Like you're surfing, literally. Like that's pretty freaking awesome. Giratina shows up, boom. All there. You're gonna fight the whole thing. Battle with Cyrus. This battle being one of Cyrus' toughest battles. You know, very beginning. Houndoom, Gyarados, Honchkrow, Weavile, Crobat, and then you battle her. The very end, you fight Giratina head on. Giratina the only one having its own moveset, unique legendary moveset. Literally, no other Pokemon having this sort of unique moveset. Also, the person with is kind of sort of stupid, but doesn't matter all that much. But it also has a Staraptor though, so base. Hits Staraptor. The person has Staraptor, that's nice. So, just that alone there, pretty much. And Cyrus, this Doors world fits perfectly for him. And just the fact, even the opening thing, right? Opening cutscene of Pokemon Platinum. Right?
Yeah.
Especially the fact all this actually click the opening thing, you hear Garantina's cry. It's perfection. You know? The intro is exactly the same, pretty much the same, and then you get this, right? Cyrus right there. compared to how Dialga
He's
and Palkia
there.
have, compared to how Dialga and Palkia have theirs, Giratina is just a black portal. Eyes, the smile right there, or that's either a smile or it's claws though. But the fact that it looks like a smile, and it just what other legendary Pokemon has such a creepy feeling, right? Because then it disappears in the thing, and then you open the portal, and boom, you're in there, and that is the opening for Pokemon Platinum with Giratina. Its design is perfection. It screams legendary.
The only one that reminds me a bit of that creepiness is Shadow Lugia and Dialga. But there's also
I mean,
corrupted legendaries.
granted, I actually have a Giratina mouse pad that I've had since high school. Yes, since high school.
Actually,
And look at this. This honestly is a pretty cool design for its own Giratina for Dialga and Palkia. Literally being a terrifying threat. Like, it fits legendary Pokemon. It fits being intimidating. Not to mention as well, Ash is one of the people in particular able to actually kind of tame Giratina from not killing Dialga. If you think about it, in Pokemon.
Giratina, please don't kill that.
And
I
going
Not to
Giratina,
mention as well,
but don't kill him.
they also have the adorable Giratina plushies as well. Also, this person says Shiny Origin Giratina plushie? Damn. I'm not sure I'm trying to get one of those. Unfortunately, it's not a stock sadly, which kind of sucks. So, yeah. And also, out of all the Pokemon I would actually want to actually make my own. Oh, handmade Giratina plush. I do actually try to make my own handmade Giratina plush eventually. So stay tuned for I eventually do that. But it'll be my own unique Giratina. But look at that. This is a legendary Pokemon that deserves its level of popularity. It deserves it.
I like Giratina, but it's not my favorite legendary.
It's
me,
it's a Pokemon that honestly, no matter what, it will probably never, and I mean never, get topped. At all. No other Pokemon will ever top Giratina.
like I said, it will never be dethroned.
For you mean? Because for me,
Yeah, for gold, it will never.
Yet, honestly, I would love to get the alternative forms of both Giratina forms, normal and Chibi. Like, unfortunately though, those forms are sold out and I can't get those, sadly. But if I could get one of those, or heck, somehow in particular, someone actually were to randomly gift me one, I would love that. That'd be probably the best kind of gift I ever could get for a Pokemon. Like, that's what I would want. Not fair as well. Giratina deserves. Oh.
Yeah.
If I had I got Plushiards as a birthday gift, I would take a life-size Flygon plushie. Because I love my boy.
Honestly,
He's my boy.
if there's ever actually was I mean, first off, if there's ever was actually was a, I would say, a vehicle that was themed around Giratina, I would love it. Actually, heck.
There is one that is themed after.
If I were to ever actually go ahead and probably modify myself from not being a Yoshi, I would probably actually fuse the idea of being a part dinosaur with the idea of being an origin form Giratina to create such a terrifying design. I would combine the idea of Giratina with my character design.
Well, you see my favorite legendary in my profile picture at the moment. But like I said, I like Giratina because of movie 11, is it?
Movie 11 is one of my favorites, though. But yeah,
Yeah.
no matter honestly, no matter what,
11.
no other Pokemon will ever really kind of sort of top Garantina. Heck, Garantina doesn't even need a Mega Evolution, and it's still really good. Like Rayquaza, Latios, and Latias are legendary Pokemon that got Mega Evolutions. They got Mega Evolutions, and they're
Fuck Mega
perfectly fine.
Latios.
But
Fuck Mega
Garantina doesn't need a
Latios.
Mega Evolution to be cool, be an absolute badass. And plus, also, my first ever Garantina ever caught. Guess what I named it?
Birds.
Gary Tina. Yes.
Like I said, for me, I like
I
Giratina, like I
named
said.
it Gary Tina. Why? I do not remember entirely.
Because you love
Gary
Gary.
motherfucking Oak!
No, Mel. I called it Gary Tina.
Gary, and then just Tina behind over. Like I said,
But just think about it, okay? Garantina is the first Pokemon in any Pokemon
yeah,
game
that's so.
that has its own unique boss theme. In the mainline games. Yes. Only Pokemon. The
Rayquaza.
first Pokemon to have its own boss theme.
Oh, even not Rayquaza.
Not even Rayquaza. Rayquaza shares the same theme with Groudon and Kyogre. Ho and Lugia didn't really have much of their own theme in the early games until the remakes came out, and even in the earlier ones, even though it was really kind of hard to kind of find them. The Beast Trio share a theme. The Celebi shares. Gen 1 and 2 don't do the best with terms of boss themes and legendary Pokemon. They're all kind of relatively shared. Gen 3's first one that actually sort of did that sort of unique sort of change for
And
some
one didn't
legendaries.
have a box legendary.
Garantina, and I believe actually even in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Garantina has its own theme. I believe actually, if I remember correctly. Let me pause for a second. Oh, that's mentioned as well. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's also this right here, which
Oily roots, dehydrated.
we're gonna mute this right here at the moment because it doesn't matter too much. Because obviously we have by far the most iconic thing, that being you battle Garantina, right? You beat him, right?
Yes.
Boom. There we go. Garantina's down.
Freaking Sylveon.
Just kidding. The red eye flash. No, I'm not. Transform. And then
Look at this thing.
Origin Garantina. Like, if I were if I were a Pokemon villain, Pokemon team in particular, Volo is me. Volo is me. Because yes, no doubt about it, I would definitely do the exact same thing. I would fight you with my full team, send out Garantina at the very end just to kind of crush you. And when Garantina gets defeated, I'll be like, Garantina, show your true power. And boom, immediately after that, Garantina, this, shing, Garantina's down. We slow it down a little bit, and then before it, ring! The red eyes flash, and then comes right back up. Garantina, okay, no, I don't. Now I'm getting serious.
Like, my problem with the Red Eyes meme is just it was sucked out at that point. That meme was so 2018.
Yeah, but in this case, it actually works really well. It works really well. Also mentioned as well, if I remember correctly, you do actually fight Garantina in a Mystery Dungeon game. Although albeit is actually not really a real one, in Super Dungeon you do actually fight
Yeah,
Garantina.
it's super.
It's just a bunch of lip
Super
syncs and stuff. But still, the fact that they actually use Garantina as a way to terrify you, like that is pretty freaking awesome. You know?
But if
And then-
I was an evil team leader, I would have
Also,
Lugia
Also,
as my
here's
main,
the real
and then
here's the real question. Gold, how cute do you think Garantina is?
Does it really matter?
ooh,
Yeah, it doesn't-
I think Garantina's badass.
Like that. Like it's
No, here, can you guys be quiet though? Here we go. Garantina's cry. No, Garantina at the very beginning does not have his own theme in the original game. So only in the sequel did it get its own theme. Only in Platinum. Only in Platinum do you get Garantina's theme.
yeah. Sure.
So think about it. Garantina got his own theme in Platinum. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get this. And then just right there. Just the honestly, when you really think about the ultimate, look at the ultimate as well. Think about it like this: Garantina's floating above. There's no ground underneath him. He's floating. This is one of the only battles in Gen 4, if you really think about it, where there actually is literally only one platform. So you're literally fighting a god, literally floating above the distortion world. Like, just think about it in this way. BDSP didn't do much about it. It was kind of sort of lazy approach. But when you look at how it looks in terms of a 3D perspective, if this game actually was remade in a 3D environment, the way I would see it though is I would actually see literally the rocky field ground, like from BDSP, right? If we went all the way to BDSP. Yeah, hold on a sec. We go to Garantina, BSP. Let's see. Those are here. Blah, blah. And we have this right here. And then obviously like this. Still pretty cool badass having a dark version of Garantina though at the very beginning. Also having a star up just pretty awesome. But instead of having this though, instead cut the entire part in half. Okay? Cut it, have literally Garantina floating in the air as you are fighting him with your Pokemon on your side. That is what Platinum's fight with Garantina looks like.
Nintendo
As
would
well,
be too
having all that's
lazy
mentioned
to
while also having
something
his
like
team.
that.
All that's mentioned while also having literally his whole thing. Like all this alone, no other Pokemon does the exact same thing. It deserves praise. And with Garantina also being very strong, Garantina also think about it. This Garantina as well. Look at the level of Garantina. It's level 100. Level 100 Garantina. This fight, insane. Like, granted, I don't think any other Pokemon really deserves any other praise. I've talked enough about Garantina though. We probably get some other Pokemon though.
Yeah, but we only have 7 Pokemon now still. Maybe 6 because I'm in twice. But yeah. I like I said, I like every legendary apart from 2 in three in 4. Those 3 are Palkia, Regigigas, and Fion. The rest I have in S tier from the Seed Duel.
Well, next up is Cresselia, Pokemon of Dreams.
I love Cresselia, it looks adorable.
I think the whole Cresselia thing, I believe in Legends Arceus, actually was pretty cool in its own right.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
Cresselia is beautiful for me, I like it, I love it. Plus,
Yeah.
even though it was a glass cannon in Mystery Dungeon, I liked it, even though it ate all my revival seeds. I like the whole story between Darkrai Giratina and yourself and your partner um,
Yeah.
in Mystery Dungeon.
Cresselia, honestly, for me is B minus though. I don't really see really being
Uh,
that great. It probably falls in the
She's
same
so
boat.
cute.
Like
she's so
Cresselia is kind of just an
beautiful.
Pokemon. I don't see really being like a. It's like after the hype of Giratina though, many other legendary Pokemon really kind of sort of like piqued my interest.
Like
Unfortunately,
literally, after that peak,
yeah.
like no
Like-
other legendary.
But not to mention also being my first Pokemon, it makes for my first legendary Pokemon I ever caught though, and the first thing, it kind of sort of fits in particular. Next is Manaphy and Fione, which honestly I think in my opinion I do not care for it at all. So I'm putting him in D tier. Put him in D
I
tier
love
though.
Manaphy, especially because of the storyline in Mystery Dungeon. But Fiona can just go in the trash bin with Palkia and the others. Fucking hate Fiona. Because why the fuck does it exist?
Yeah, seriously, what?
Manaphy didn't need a baby form. And I fucking hate it exists. You can't even evolve them into each other. It's,
Yeah. Next up is Darkrai.
that cry is badass.
In Miss Dungeon games though, I never got to the point actually dealing with Darkrai though, because I kind of stopped with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explore the Sky because I literally having an Eevee on my team. My partner was kind of tough.
The incarnation of darkness itself.
Like I said, Darkrai is badass in the anime, Darkrai is badass in the games, Darkrai is badass in the movies, Darkrai is badass in Mystery Dungeon. What do you want more?
Yeah, Darkrai honestly for me, I'll put it in although I'll put it in B tier in B plus tier because it's a cool Pokemon, but the fact that Darkrai honestly had that whole thing, especially with the obviously the Sinnoh League being by far the most threatening Pokemon in the entirety of the league itself, and in my opinion, the fact that actually that trainer actually was allowed to build into the league should have been banned. He should have been banned.
But that would be neglecting people who actually put in time to catch legendaries. I mean, yeah, they are OP, but you need to earn their respect for to use them.
Yeah.
And Tobias using legendaries, I can accept more than catching Suicune, Eternatus, and Zapdos.
Yeah.
Yep, the guy.
Regardless, though, I kind of think that maybe, in my opinion, well, Darkrai. If the fact that if Tobias never existed, I think Darkrai would probably be a higher rated Pokemon for me.
Yeah.
Not only I rated Darkrai actually rated low, but also because of the literally Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. The fact that Darkrai is actually the ringleader and the reason why Darkrai is the way it is. I mean, Darkrai fits as, in fact, that leading terrifying Pokemon. It fits. It actually fits. You know?
Although, for me, it would have been funny if instead of Darkrai, it would have been Shadow Lugia just for the lols of it. Because Shadow Lugia is just
it would have been
a
hard to have
menace.
done Shadow Lugia. I mean, Shadow Lugia was XD games.
But, like, maybe explain it by by Team Cypher having found origins of it, then used it to corrupt Lugia. So explaining that Lugia actually existed already before, and since Mystery Dungeon are just spin-offs, it doesn't mean that they have to happen in the real games, like with Primal Dialga or the final bosses of Super Mystery Dungeon and Gates to Infinity.
Now we have Shaman.
Shane is adorable. Especially the overconfident one and the shy one in the Giratina movie. In
Yeah,
its normal form, it's
Shaman.
extremely
I'll admit
shy.
though, Shaman in the Guarantee movie was an absolute bitch. But
Yeah.
I will admit, at the very least, Shaman grows on you in the movie, in the animates, in the movie itself. In fact, I would dare say it though. I really think that honestly, Shaman could have been a Pokemon that you could have given actually, Ash's mom. You know, they could see that shit.
Remember in the story that I made where I had Ash catch.
Oh yeah, Mallow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh god. In the story that I made where Ash catch the clones from the first movie, that Ash gave some of them to his mother.
Yeah.
Like Wigglytuff, Vulpix, Ninetales, and so on. But like I said, the normal shaman is adorable, shiny, shy, and an asshole. And
I'm putting Shaman in B+, because I do actually like it in both forms. But we have the final Pokemon left of this region.
Llama,
Arceus.
Llama.
Which one? There's like multiple.
No, we're done with one Arceus. One and only Arceus.
I know, but why is there so many?
Because Arceus is different.
Because of all the
Arceus does different plates though.
Oh yeah, that's right, the different plates. And you know what? I think this is a no-brainer. Arceus gets S tier.
No, Arceus is F tier. I hate him.
Yeah, we gotta give it S tier because it's the literal Pokemon god.
Yeah, Arceus, honestly, in my opinion, deserves. Honestly, for me, Arceus is probably S minus. See, honestly, in my opinion, I think in the movie, the Arceus voice actor who voices Arceus was really, really good. Like,
I hate Arceus.
I honestly think
I
Arceus
hate
did,
its design.
I think the way Arceus worked is like it was actually really solid. Like Arceus didn't not disappoint for me. The only point I think Arceus disappointed for me was literally the movie with Hoopa, where Arceus didn't say a single thing and he just showed up. That's it.
Yeah. The problem is with Arceus for me is firstly it looks like a freaking llama, and secondly like a ring around its belt and around its belly.
Yeah, but overall, I feel like Arceus honestly deserves its also. I mean, not to mention as well, Legends Arceus gives you Arceus as in fact a final, it's like a final, like boss. If you the secret final boss, if you think about it.
So like, good.
And also, Arceus himself was actually given his own unique boss theme, even though his event was cancelled.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, so good. He got his own game.
Yes. Like,
but he's good, so it's understandable
which in my opinion,
that he
greatest
gets his
Pokemon of all
own
time.
game.
And I honestly say this though, but would you want me to do another Pokemon Legends Arceus run?
Actually, yeah, that'd actually be pretty. I mean, pretty good.
First off, I gotta get my teams in particular. What I chose for the other two teams, because besides the Raptor being an all all three teams and even the other starters though, I would probably actually choose the other two starters though. Those being Rowlet and Cyndaquil.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe too hard on Arceus, but I just don't like its design.
But yes,
Its design is for me just a llama with a weird thing around its belly.
but yes, Arceus deserves. I mean, actually, let me think about it.
The fact that Nintendo ignored it for so freaking long that they cancelled its event, then didn't release it until
Oh yeah,
15
here we go.
years
Here we
after
go. Here's
the access.
yeah. Hold on. But here's fact Arceus himself, his own boss thing.
But that already existed in Diamond Pearl Platinum. That theme.
Heck, he has his own boss theme, and I believe even actually in the thing in particular. But not to mention as well, think about it. You fight Arceus in the actual like 3D file format, and in fact, this is one of those fights. Although you can do certain phases and actually skip it, but honestly, I hate to say this though, this is one fight I'd recommend actually fighting from start to finish, with no checkpoints. Like it actually suits and fits this fight so perfectly, being in an intense gauntlet of a fight. And not to mention as well, that's how this fight works. Even you see on the opening right there, Arceus shows up in the very beginning, challenges you. He's the only Pokemon he's the only Pokemon actually that speaks to you directly. You know? And then you fight Arceus. Although he does talk to you with the phone as well. Usually. And then you go ahead.
The reason for it is
And then you get the battle. You get these special bombs that they use actually to damage Arceus. And Arceus is like, boom, ready to fight me now for real? And the fact that literally to unlock this fight is to literally the following. And that is to, I mean, first off, you unlock this boss fight by catching every single Pokemon. This is a worthwhile boss fight. And it's one of the hardest fights in a Pokemon game. Because, obviously, you don't actually have Pokemon teams in particular. And all the attacks, let's look at all the attacks in particular, how strong the fight this is. This is actually insane. Like, Garantina is one of my favorite legendaries of all time. And has a cool battle with Volo. But Arceus is probably one of my favorite boss fights in an actual Pokemon game. Like, this actually was a boss fight that is actually worthwhile to fight to 100%. And with how difficult this fight is as a whole, and the fact that literally the battle changes with each phase, because once the Pokemon is actually weakened enough, second phase fights, boom, starts adapting the fight though, and it's like you get some really interesting challenges. Like, Arceus does not fuck around in this battle, and honestly, it deserves this level of fight. And just look at, I mean, if you remember when I played Legends of Arceus though, Mel, and you see my Legends of Arceus Let's Play.
Oh no, I played
You
the game.
remember,
I
though.
owned the game.
I think Arceus was actually his own stream, you know,
Mhm.
right?
In fact, actually, no. I'll check it.
I mean, the fact that it took me many tries actually to beat Arceus, and I actually fought Arceus though, with multiple times, and I actually had to learn to adapt in his moveset and move pattern stuff. I had to adapt with his move patterns, and it just Arceus knew what it was doing, and also as being a final test,
Yep.
perfect.
Yep, I was right. It was its own stream.
Yeah, it knows movesets, strength. It does not fuck around. I mean, it was a challenging battle. And,
Yeah.
as mentioned as well, there's Pokemon Platinum Arceus, because actually there's also the event Arceus, right? The unreleased event Arceus thing you get, right? Go ahead. You get this right here. The flute. All right there. Same thing else in BDSP. And then you get the Arceus. And yes, even in Platinum, Diamond Pearl and Platinum, Arceus has its own boss theme. Unreleased event, Arceus gets its own boss theme.
I still find it weird that they never released it, that event. Because it's completely functional and you can activate it as soon as you get as soon as you clean in the other flute.
Yeah, and the fact, look at this. And well, actually, if you think about it, the Arceus is technically Dialga, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Even though it's unreleased, though, it has its own boss theme. It has it.
Yeah.
The fact that this Pokemon actually has one theme its own right, and then you literally get the fact that you can literally do all this, build the Arceus though, and then fight Arceus in Diamond and like just this is pretty good. Oh, it's a 969 bowling. But no matter what Arceus you deal with Arceus though, Sinnoh honestly has some of the best legendaries, but also has some of the most uniquely interesting Pokemon. I would say Sinnoh definitely deserves being one of my personal favorite regions next
If
to
I
kind of
Yeah,
Johto.
it's a pretty good region.
Like
if I
honestly,
Johto
I would
has
say for me for Pokemon regions though, Gens 3, 4, and 5 are where Pokemon peaked.
mm, for
Otherwise,
me, I think I would say I like the Gen 2 legendaries
Yeah.
in combination the most.
Well, actually,
But,
yeah, like Sinnoh is still good. Like I like Sinnoh. What's another? Oh yeah, I do like Alola.
but for me, the
And,
problem with Sinnoh is with Regigigas, Palkia, Fion, and to some extent Arceus, there are four legendaries I just don't like. Especially
yep.
Fion. I don't like Fion.
like I mentioned before, like in terms of Sinnoh legendaries, Giratina, Dialga, Arceus, uh, really, that's the four main ones. And technically, if you really think about it, probably even let's see legendaries right here. Palkia, regular Palkia, not Origin Palkia, and Darkrai and Shaman in particular are all legendaries that I've ranked from at least B plus and higher. While the late trio, Origin Palkia, and then there's also Heatran and Cresselia. Overall, those Pokemon in particular are not rated as high as well. But in terms of legendary Pokemon, it is in fact relatively fair.
But
I
for
think
me, for example, Johto, the legendaries for me are the only ones, the lowest ones are Raikou and Entei, who are S tier. The rest are S plus and S plus plus tier, with Suicune in S plus plus tier.
yeah,
But like I said, for me, the strongest legendary series, it's probably even Hoenn, even though I don't really am interested in the Regis. it's still a strong line of legendaries. I mean, you have with Latios and Latias, my second and third favorite legendary, and with Ground Kyogre Rayquaza, also among my favorite legendary.
Yeah. Regardless, though, I think really legendary Pokemon gets. Sinnoh honestly deserves the praise of the legendary Pokemon it has. You know,
Yeah,
Me,
like it deserves the praise it gets.
like I will
for me, it,
still. I mean, I will still praise. Garantina. Even long since
Yeah,
Garantina has not been seen as being the best legendary, because there's always people always say there's other ones that are much cooler. Like,
but for me, the problem with for me the weakest region, the weakest legendary region is probably Kanto even.
well, Kanto,
Because
yeah,
because the only two really that stand out are Mew and Mewtwo. And Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are just birds. But nothing more. They are just birds.
yeah,
Then, yeah, probably Gala, because you technically in the original game you only have Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus.
yeah,
You could count the root to it, but the root is more than 7 still for me. And yeah, you get Roger Lecky and Reggie Draco and in the DLC along with Calyrex. But
Mhm.
yeah, Gala is just not a good region for legendaries.
yeah. I mean, only
yeah.
good things probably did legendary doggos, and it's only kind of because it's legendary dog and also kind of pretty cool. But no, or box art legendary doggos. But let's not touch about this gallery though, because that gallery's gonna be a while. But I think after
Yeah.
Sinnoh, we have to get ready for Unova, of which Unova's gonna be a
Yeah.
Universe will be a marathon
Unova's gonna be a long one.
with 156 Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually the second Pokemon game I actually ever played.
Same with me as well. From Pokemon Platinum to
Like
Pokemon Black and White.
yeah, and despite what people say about Sinnoh, I mean, I'm a Unova. I actually really like it.
Yeah.
Unova was my very first region I played with Pokemon Black, where eh, Pokemon White,
Actually,
where I only used my superior for the whole playthrough till you
was
get
Black.
Zekrom
I usually just so you did an entire Superior Solo run.
in the league. But
Well, well,
I even beat everything in the whole game, even Cynthia, with just my superior and my Zekrom. Apart from Marshall 2, that was the only fight I really have problems with.
Mhm.
Fighting type Elite Four, I mean.
Yep.
well. Let's
I
end off
do-
here. Let's end off here and take a good break for now.
Yeah,
I
but
think
yeah.
I, I,
yeah,
th- I think Sylvie here is getting exhausted. We should probably put her to bed.
yeah, but yeah, like Sinnoh is still a great region.
Nova for me is the most underrated region, really. Because
I know that's what
people,
most people say.
people,
The biggest flaw the Sinnoh game actually had in particular was how slow it was for anything.
yeah,
That's something I would definitely
Like,
say, and
yeah.
honestly, why I think people always say choose platinum as it's the best version. You
there's
know,
nothing wrong with it being slow. Like, you get to enjoy it.
But
well,
for
no,
me,
it's not that though. It's just like the slow moving through the snow, slow battle
Okay.
animations, and the health bar. I mean, look at the infamous Blissey getting hit with close combat and how long it takes.
imagine like a Blissey would level 100 Blissey, you would get it down to 1 HP, then it full restores, you get it back to 1 HP, then it full restores again. You had to watch it 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
It would be traumatizing.
Yes. Well,
Yep.
this is good. We are close to being halfway about halfway done.
Yeah, we only got, let's see, Unova,
Although
Kalos,
We
so
have
although
still.
some regions
Alola.
are going to be a bit interesting though, from the fact that we also have Galar, Paldea,
Yep. We got,
Alola.
yeah,
Like honestly, once
we
we
got 5 regions left.
once we finished the Genesect for Gen 5, at this point in time, the amount of Pokemon that are on from each game is very much small. Like from Chespin all the way to Volcanion, Rowlet all the way to Melt Melmetal,
Volatile.
which I thought apparently I put this on the wrong spot, so I gotta move this out of the way. Shit. Getting there.
I'm confused that the route is really counted as Gen 8. I thought
Gen
it
7.
was
Gen 7.
still
It's Gen 7, not Gen
the
8, Gen
route.
7. And then Grookey, which goes all the way down the line, which probably Grookey honestly has probably all from Grookey all the way down to literally, um, well,
More enumerate.
Eternatus, and pretty much that's about it. Then it's
Enumerate.
Sprigatito to all the way to the end very end with, um, the
Like I said, we
Suicune.
could probably do Kalos and Alola together. Because Kalos only has.
Well, here's the thing. It all depends on how much talking we have, because obviously, if we talk too much, it may or may not happen. It might be one after the other.
I mean, Kalos only has around 80 Pokemon.
That is true, though.
70, 80
But even then, though,
Pokemon.
it's 80 Pokemon times the 3, 4, however many people are here, and all the dialogue going on. Because
I
obviously,
mean,
things can really happen.
I mean, yeah, we took long for Johto. I mean, we took around 6 hours, I think.
Not well, 3
But
hours. In fact, literally, I mean, honestly, I'll be cutting off here, getting ready for the next part. So let's.
yeah, but I'm talking
Hold
about.
wait, can I have this cut? Can we do the brief cutaway so I can get ready for the next part for next time we do this?
Yeah,
All right, so we'll be back with part 5, aka Unova. This will be fun.
see you next time.
Don't need to say bye, Mel, because obviously you'll be coming back again for Unova. Because
Is right.
Yeah, I'm coming back for the next part.
it's gonna be a long ass video.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
mean,
I think we all get to discuss our thoughts on all the Pokemon, which is good.
yes, most insane video we've
Yep.
ever actually made.